Nice. This thing's happening.
It is.
Holy crapola. Holy crapola. All right. Well, while the missus gets in here, we'll just do our thing. Hi. We'll do our thing. Are we here? We are. We're on. Good evening. Welcome back to the Cars and Comedy Show here in the Late Night Playset. We have got I say this a lot, but we have got a special show planned. We're doing some stuff we've never done before. We're going to be baking cookies. We have got producer Arielle in the kitchen already preparing to make cookies. Wait until you see this segment. Would you be a Santa's elf? You can't see her yet. I don't want to tease it too. Is that Rudolph? You're an elf, but you also have.
Yeah.
She's Rudolph.
You be the judge. You be the judge when you see her in a few minutes. We have got. Let's see. We've got a full boat, and we're excited about it. In addition to Arielle in the kitchen, we've got. This doesn't work. This is what doesn't work at all. All right. Well, I'll come over here and do it, and then I'll show you. See if this works.
Take that.
Yeah. There he is. We've got Sean Bishop in the house as well. We are waiting on Nicole to join us, but we've got the Instagram people at home. Hello, Instagram. How are you? Frighten everybody. Hello. Oh, that's producer Mike. I'm staring at the Instagram. Hello. I'm sorry. Roldy's here. That Porsche girl. What's up, Laura? Hank on camera 4. Thank you for the badge. Good evening. And all the way up in Canada, we do have our buddy in his Christmas sweater. It's Canada Mike. Oh, jeez. I forgot.
My pipes are frozen, but my heart is warm.
I'm sorry, everybody. Here we go.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, gosh. I'm sorry, but I'm playing along.
Like literally, my pipes are frozen. We have no plumbing in our house right now because of the flash cold freeze that we've had. But my heart is warm, and I'm here and excited to be here.
Oh man, it's all coming this way. All that and more. Wait till you see Arielle. I'm going to spin this around just so you can get an idea of what's going on here. This will look a little bit different with you, but this is what's happening here. Here's a little preview.
And Arielle was very kind to lend me her elf hat because I could not find a Santa hat today, nor an ugly sweater. So.
You don't have an ugly sweat? Oh.
Well, not a Christmas sweater. This is not a pretty one, but you know.
This is where I'm happy
It's
that
the
I brought
closest
that
I could
up.
get.
You said, "Oh no," and I said, "I have a solution."
Thank you so much.
It's all.
Sharing.
Everyone has a hat except for me. I feel
You've got
like
a
I need to
sweater.
put a hat on.
You've got the sweater, though.
You're good.
Thanks to Damian Dorian Dammit's here. What's up, Damian Dorian Dammit? And Robert Linton. Thank you very much for being here. Let's start it off, Will. don't mind me. Here. You have a mic.
You get a mic.
Everybody gets a mic. We're all doing. Oh, sorry. You don't get yours yet,
Mikey.
though. You have to sit tight. You haven't done enough today.
Then it's your turn.
Yeah, to be entertaining.
Yeah.
It's like dance, monkey.
Go.
Dance.
There you go.
Yeah, go and be funny, funny
And
man.
go.
Well, here's
That
where
was
people
my
get to
life.
see how much Jay does. You know, running around and doing all the things and doing a new setup. This is a whole new setup, everybody. Look at this.
Arielle, you
We
look
got-
great. That's so funny.
What? What'd you say?
You look fantastic. It's so
Oh,
funny.
thanks. You know.
That's a super Santa belt buckle.
Paul Kramer likes to say, anytime there's a costume and cars involved, he knows he needs to call me. I've trained him well. Anytime there's an intersection of costumes and cars, he knows exactly who to call. And
Most
he is
excellent.
correct.
All right. I feel like this is good. That way you've got.
Great.
Oh, don't mind that shit falling
Fine.
over. Sorry about that.
It's fine.
Quick, get that.
He's the cameraman. He's the best boy. He's the key grip.
Now's
He's
a good time to
the-
remind everyone to wash their hands. I've already washed
Hello.
my hands, but I'm gonna do it
There's
again.
so much more.
Your camera's on.
Oh, poor thing.
Okay. All right. Oh no, I left my remote in there. Son
And
of
now
a
you have to
I'll
host.
bring it. I'll bring it.
Son of a.
Oh, here she
that'd be
comes.
Great.
Elf to the rescue.
Producer Arielle says I'll bring it, and then she ate shit on the way. Slippery elf shoes you got there?
I heard
you.
it. You almost went down.
Are you okay?
Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay, bye.
Phew.
Oh,
Wow.
I do wish someone saw that, though. I'm glad
my
Sean heard it.
God, I did. I'm like,
We all heard it.
we have a man down.
Elf down, elf down.
A piper is down. We have a piper down.
Oddly enough, that was my sorority name, so it was a Piper Down.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
She did not just say that.
Yep.
It was her sorority name, Piper
Yeah.
Down.
Pledge name, they're called.
Oh, because
That's
like
amazing.
pipe her down.
No, Piper. Oh, did you say? I thought you were saying it in. Forget it. You know what? I'm in the kitchen. I can't hear you.
She's like, what?
I thought you were saying Piper Down in a Scottish accent.
I was.
Oh, okay. So great.
Yeah.
That is me.
I was quoting So I Married an Axe Murderer, one of my favorite movies.
Either way, though, isn't it about be quiet?
I don't know.
Piper Down is.
No, that was, well, in.
Piper Down.
No, it was the bagpiper passed out because he was trying to play Rod Stewart on the bagpipes.
Oh, excellent. I always thought it meant like pipe her down, like hey, like Ross from Friends.
No, I love it. The piper's on the ground. You hear, as he's leaning on the bag. He goes, "We have a piper down.
You know that movie isn't.
The piper is down."
That movie isn't perfect, and I forget
But
how
God
good it is.
damn,
The
it's
parts of
funny.
it that are good,
Oh
I know.
my God.
But I don't watch it enough to
Watch
know
it.
it as well as you do because this is. Are you as hot as I am? With this fucking
No,
thing?
I'm okay.
Fidgeting.
You do look hot. though.
How dare you?
Fidgety.
Y'all are sexy in there, if I do say so myself.
Thank you. It's a good-looking group today.
It's a good-looking group. It's a fine group.
I bring it down a little, but you know. Kidding.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you had any
Merry
idea what we
Christmas.
had to go through to get this far, it has been an evening. Thank you for being with us. It is Thursday, December 22nd, 2022. It is very interesting to me because you, sir, were supposed to be here on 11/11.
Yep.
2022, and you show up on 1-2-2-2-2-2-2.
Usually, all the numbers again with us, always, you know, in some crazy form like that.
Well done.
Thank
Welcome
you.
back. I'm happy
Glad to
you're
be
here. It is
here.
Sean Bishop is with us this evening, everybody. You will have to bear with us as you as you have thus far. We are clearly figuring this one out as we go. The cameras are different. They're in different. Now where the hell did she go? They're in different places. Let me know if you need more light in there.
I'm good.
Cool.
Excellent.
Just cracking eggs.
All right. Well, we're just going to watch that for a
All
little
right,
bit.
then.
We'll watch the cracking of the eggs. Ta-da.
Get it.
We have some folks on Insta. Irene Hoffman is present. Irene Hoffman, thank you very much for your sponsorship of the show the other day. That was very generous of you. We are grateful. Jay Franz says, Merry Christmas all. So you see what I mean? She is clearly dressed like an Elvis?
No, elf is fine.
There's no female Elvis?
I don't think
Elfette?
so. I think it's just
I think
elf.
it's all elves.
Elves.
But she has the
Plural.
reindeer antler.
I think that's probably a fashion statement and permissible in
Oh,
elf,
it's
elf
an
culture.
elf wearing...
Yes. She's not a rained elf.
Darren M. Cox, it's 8 o'clock. I know, buddy. We were a little late today. Someone was very busy doing her new hair. Steve Ellis is here.
Hi, Steve Ellis. What's up?
Merry Christmas, everybody, from Darren Cox on Facebook. great to see everybody. Hey, all from Mitch David Carter. Good to see. Oh yeah, Mitch David Carter. So we just met this guy the other day, and had a great time with him in Malibu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he came out with his. I don't want to say wife because I don't know if that's right. I don't think it is right, but his lady of a long time, and they were both very lovely. They're both
Partner.
former chiropractors.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
I know. And I was like, but we're a believer in chiropractic.
I
Like neither
almost-
one of you
I
are.
just
in it?
almost
They're
made
like,
a shitty dad joke, but I stopped myself. and
Let's
I'm
hear
glad.
it.
No,
Let's hear it. You're a
no,
shitty.
No,
No, you're a good dad. I want to hear a good dad joke.
I was gonna say it sounds like backbreaking work.
Oh,
That was awful, and you made
I
me
thought
say
that
it.
was great.
No.
Yes.
Agree to disagree.
Can we, how much are we going to talk about with you and your? You're very available right now, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You're right about one thing.
Oh, 78 million of them.
Yeah, and Eggerthud.
Sugar in water.
Yeah, it's. This every time we do a show, it's just random movie quotes, and it's like an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000 with you and I, and our pop culture movie references.
I will go one further. Each and every time I tell Mike, I go, hey, listen, it's not going to happen this time. We're going to give you plenty of Sean Bishop time yourself, and we end up doing this. Every time. I say,
It entertains the heck out of me.
I told him in the beginning of the show, I said, buddy, do you mind a show note from me? Like, can I give you a show note?
Me?
No,
You give me-
because you would take it in the same way. But in the way that I have and would say to you, hey, do you mind a show note?
Yeah.
Because some people are not interested in having notes
No.
because it's a work in progress for them.
I've been taking notes for 30 years in my business, so I'm like, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't have to take your damn notes. I'm happy to listen
Give
to
it.
it.
That's an executive trap often.
No, so I
You
told
don't
her-
have to do the note, don't you?
Yes.
Don't you?
Joanna, we need to talk about your flair.
Your flair. Here's my flair.
The minimum
Okay, here's
amount.
my That expression on Mike Judge, getting uptight, corporate manager, is so funny when she flips him off in front of the customers. It's genius.
I
love that movie.
agree.
That
You want to talk
movie.
about that?
Or we can.
Every time, so before the
Mike.
show, I go, "Hey, do you mind a show note?"
Yeah, what is the
and
show
he,
note?
And like you, he goes, "Absolutely." And I said, "Hey, stop taking show notes," because I asked him at one point to.
What a dick! You set him up for that.
I did. It's all my doing.
It's like, hey, guess who was asking for you? Who? No one. I'm just a person.
What a dick move! I would never do that.
No, but it's
Bad.
You thought
equally
of
made
that.
me laugh.
Anything for a laugh.
So my point with this being, he's such a good guy, but I had originally said, hey, it would, I got to write the blurb after it. I can usually not remember what happens in the show.
Right.
So I said, he's always asking, hey, what can I do to help you? What can I do to help you? And I said, well, maybe take some show notes because that way I can look back and go, oh, this happened, this
the
happened, this
Poor
happened.
guy, and he has to do notes off of our way.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, because
Not tonight.
I mean, so that was the I told him not to for this, and he said, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Reason being, though, I wanted him to have this time with you, and
Oh,
here
good,
we
good.
go.
I
I'm
was
just
gonna
telling
say
you
it's-
about him.
Is it because we jump around too much and there's too many notes?
It's the reason.
Jesus
no
Christ.
court stenographer could deal with it.
Just
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, anyway, buddy, I'm very happy to see you. I'm
very
happy
happy
that
to
we're all
see
here
everybody
together. Tonight, this is it, folks. It's the holiday show.
Merry
We
Christmas.
have Arielle literally making cookies, literally making dough with her elf hands in the kitchen right now.
That's right.
Oh, and she's got nicely manicured Christmas nails too. She's getting cookie dough all over them.
I do, yeah. Listen, this is my grandmother's, my Jewish Yemenite grandmother's recipe, and she cooks with her hands. So
Oh yeah, no, that's what you do in the old days.
yeah, we don't, I mean, there's a spoon here, but for why?
I like that I made sure to literally Clorox and clean all of the, and then water wipe so that we're not having Clorox, but do all of the countertops because I had a feeling she might be making cookies
That's
on
funny.
the countertop.
Well, I mean, this place is
But
always
then-
spotless anyway. So.
More so right now, but my point being, and I can't help but notice, but like the dirtiest thing anyone could possibly put on it would be, other than a piece of crap, is a cell phone.
Oh, right. That's funny. I cleaned my son's.
We'll just put it next to the butter.
My son's got a. My son,
I can't totally hear what you guys are saying there.
oh, we're
Gotta
just
make
laughing
it a little
about
more
getting
fun.
sick.
You guys should be talking so much crap in there. Like,
Look at Mike.
Look at this guy. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
Fingers
But I
in
still
the
don't
back.
have a hat.
That's
So
hysterical.
good.
I was bringing the tablet to keep my son occupied out to the car today, and stopped and made the mistake of looking down at it. I was like, oh Jesus, 5-year-old hands, just all over it. I was like,
Oh, the
Oh
grossness of what the
my
tablet. Oh, I can't even
God.
imagine.
I
Yeah.
can't.
and I thought to myself, I was
imagine.
like, I'd love to just out of curiosity, I'd love to drop this in a baggie, mail it off to a lab,
Nope.
and be like, what's on my son's hands? I mean, like, you know what? Don't tell me.
I go the other route with it, and then because I'm always thinking about the people in the universe and existentialism and bullshit like that. Sorry.
No.
Bullshit
Think about it
like
all you want.
I think it's just like the goddamn movie we worked on. It's this was of course before we had dust repellent paper. All of those screens are fingerprint resistant now. Do you remember the first few years of iPhone or all of those devices where it was just regular?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they created Gorilla Glass for the
Which
iPhone,
was-
but whatever it
but
was, it
still.
still had regular fingerprint stuff on it. Now it seems to. I don't remember the last time I cleaned my iPhone, and it's disgusting.
Yeah.
Because and it looks clean,
It does.
but it can't.
I try
be.
to wipe it down regularly, you know what I mean? But it's like I
This
said,
we do this with
right,
it. When was
right.
the last time you got the stuff out and
I-
actually? Oh,
maybe,
you do.
maybe once a month at least, just to be diligent. With
Well, you have
something
kids.
Like that. Jesus, kid.
Oh well.
To make you feel good about yourself.
But yeah, seriously. But no, 5-year-old are they're just germ factories. Even if you try to keep them clean, I'm like, I still know you're, filthy.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I told you, 5-year-olds are filthy. See, look at him.
Hilarious.
What's happening, buddy?
Pika, pika.
I'm getting into the Christmas spirit, Jay.
I think it's Halloween. You're doing Halloween.
Hilarious.
No, well, to be fair, Mario is red and green. Those are Christmas colors.
Oh, okay. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
it does
Pikachu is
seem
the
to have-
star on on the top of his head.
So I was listening to a podcast today that had to do with
Find your
No,
light.
the cookies are talking.
where am I? Which camera? Okay, sorry. I'm doing so many things.
Camera one,
Okay.
camera two.
So I was
Camera one,
listening to a
camera
podcast today that it was about just paganism and the beginning of Christmas and everything
Paganism?
like that.
I love
And
paganism.
rituals and things of that nature. And apparently,
And, things of that
dressing
nature.
and other
Yeah,
things. Dressing up was
you
an
understand.
original Christmas thing, and then they just wound up splitting things up between Christmas and Halloween. And apparently, Christmas was kind of terrifying. So, and there was a lot of cross-dressing as well. It was like chaos,
Naturally.
where like the kids would run everything. This was like way ancient stuff. Kids would like run everything, and it was chaos, and people were dressed up, and so I support the Pikachu hat. Is all I'm saying.
Oh no, 100%. I'm a favorite.
Hi ho, Kermit
I'm
the Frog
a
here
fan
reporting
of
live.
the mix and match.
Reporting live Sesame Street News. Hello.
How many hats does he have? Are we
Hi-oh.
I don't know how to thank you guys. Yeah, I don't know why to thank you guys.
We picked up a weirdo.
Yeah. Gonna go to Bombay, India, and become a movie star.
That ended up being with the Bollywood. That ended up being pretty damn accurate.
No, if anybody could have done that, Gonzo could have.
Yeah, good
In his
call.
defense.
Well, he's a weirdo.
I watched the Muppets Christmas Carol again the other night.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh,
I can't. It got so much shit. When
Bury
it
the
came out.
lead.
Was it the first? Was it the first non-Henson production?
no.
After he.
I don't know. I don't like it because of that.
Yeah, well, you'll never
Sorry.
Never get 'em
Boop,
back.
boop, boop, boop.
But now, yeah. Bum, bum, bum.
Jay says.
Jay says,
Sorry about
I
that.
don't like feeling happy.
I know. What's the matter with me? I don't mean that at all.
I know.
Joy, Bob,
I think-
humbug.
I think maybe I've had so many years distance from it, I haven't seen it, and I went back and watched it the other day. I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
I like it.
That does happen to me.
It does.
You know what? Should we get right? Mike, you want to
Yeah.
play along with
Mike?
We're just going to do a holiday What You Watching.
Oh,
Yeah, it's the holiday
sounds
edition
great.
of What You Watching.
that's excellent.
There's no music for it, so I'll just do.
Ba, 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 ba,
What
wa.
you watching?
I wish I had sleigh bells.
Wait,
Up, up. Ask and ye shall receive.
Well, you
See?
can't hold him to do that, can you?
You look like you look like you're in a back alley Christmas crap game.
That's right. Hey, Santa.
It's good old reliable Santa.
Santa, North
Santa
Pole.
the Claus.
North Pole.
No, that's
Detroit.
funny.
Come
That's
on, buddy.
funny.
Nathan,
You're
Detroit.
right.
Gee,
You're right.
You're a writer, and a way better one than me. I guess I'm better on the fly.
It's good.
Here we go.
There you go.
Sorry, all this for Mike. Here you go, Mike. Mike, why am I
Please.
excited
And now we
tonight?
can talk about what you watching.
Yeah, I will in a second. Why am I excited tonight?
Why are you excited tonight, Jay?
Oh, thank you for asking, Mike. Because for years, and you're a Letterman fan, Mike. That's right, aren't you? Somewhat of a Letterman fan, at least a little bit. For
That's
years
the
and years,
rumor.
you remember, Letterman would heave. Speaking of sound effects, he would heave the cards
the
around, and you would get, yeah, of course, and you.
I love it.
Of course, we've had that for a while, but whenever there would be cards that wouldn't fly so far or so hard or whatever, Dave was unhappy with the cards. You go, oh, we got those inferior cards again. Mike, we switched to the good cards. We've been on the inferior cards the whole time. I didn't want to tell anybody, but I was having a hard time finding the good cards. We're on the good cards.
So they're eminently flingable.
I can't throw this one, of course, because it's got tonight's show written on it.
Ah.
But here's a handful of other ones. Check this out. Whee! Woo! Well,
Wow. That went good. You're like Gambit from
Did
the
it?
X-Men. You could kill someone with that.
honestly, I was expecting a little better. Oh, that's the way to do it.
That was good.
Wrong camera again. Someday we'll get this. We need a Hal. Here, Mike, why don't you throw one? Chuck one of your pencils
Did he
through
just
your window
flip
case.
you off?
No, he's got a whole set
It's
over there.
tonight's show.
Nice. That one's junk. Well done. I like it. So it works on your side too.
Well done.
That's the good news.
Yeah, it's great.
How are things in the kitchen? Let's check
Things
in.
are going well. We are.
She
We're,
lost a
we
nail.
have a mask. We have a bit of a.
Oh,
It's not. We. I'm still needing for.
also a
little
friend of the
What do you say?
We're laughing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what either one
At
of them
me
is.
or with me,
We
Sean.
are laughing. A little bit of both,
Ha, ha, ha.
to be honest.
Hear us laugh. Laughter.
This is a laugh.
Ha-ha. Look, see, it's all coming together.
It looks like Kuato from that
Lord of the
Mars
Rings?
movie. No, wasn't that
Mars Attacks?
the thing that was attached to the dude in the Arnold Schwarzenegger Mars movie?
Arnold
Total
Schwarzenegger made a
Recall.
Mars movie?
Yes, he did. Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Oh,
Paul
that's
Verhoeven.
Mars?
Kuato. Yeah.
That's in our
That's-
queue to
that's-
watch because somebody said we should watch that again. Maybe it was you.
It's a fun sit.
I remember. It's Sharon Stone, right?
Yeah, she is in it. I think it was one of her first movies.
I think it was. too,
Directed
but
by Paul Verhoeven.
There you go.
Oh,
So it was Paul Verhoeven.
That's perfect because I was about to say it's got kind of a Starship Troopers kind of vibe, and now,
Oh.
now I know why. I didn't realize it was Verhoeven.
But he's done other things before he tanked on that other thing. You guys take it away. What else is Paul Verhoeven?
Well, RoboCop.
We
which
brought up
is a-
Showgirls.
RoboCop,
that day, but
Basic
there was-
Oh
Instinct.
God, that's a great.
RoboCop is what I think we were thinking of.
Showgirls is unintentionally hysterical for so many reasons.
You and I love Showgirls,
But-
but for not the reasons we're supposed to.
Right. But one of the genius things I've ever seen with Showgirls is they did like a box set for the a DVD release, and it came with like little shot glasses and a sleep mask, and it was like the strippers set. But they, the reason I, yeah, it was hysterical. Yeah, it's genius. With Elizabeth
That's
Berkley
awful.
on the cover, looking all serious and shit.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah.
but
Take me
I think
seriously.
Criterion
I'm
did
a
it.
film actor now.
The DVD was a must buy, and it only came in this set because there was a commentary on it.
I know what you're talking about.
By
you made
this-
me listen
by
to
the
it.
film professor, the UCLA film professor. Or
Was it
something.
not on the Blu-ray? Was
No.
it only on that
Only
special
on that, as far as I
DVD
know.
from... It
But-
wasn't even the last
No.
DVD release. It was
But-
like a hidden one.
But Mike, what it was is he used to go around doing annotated screenings of Showgirls. After he would do them in his classes, and just break the people started showing up to his classes that weren't in his class to listen to him goof on Showgirls. So then he started doing annotated screenings and taking the show on the road. And then apparently MGM called him and he thought he was getting a cease and desist. And they're like, no, we want you to do that commentary track on the new DVD we're going to release. He was like, what? And you can't watch that movie any other way. You can't watch it without that commentary track, and it's hysterical.
I will tell you this. I always thought that movie was ridiculous.
Oh, yeah.
And I liked it because of its ridiculousness and everything way back in the day. I didn't used to smoke pot back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We watched it a couple years ago and I think
Partaking and
we both thought it was
oh,
hilarious.
it
It's
is.
ridiculous.
It is so
It was
great.
so funny. I mean, it was like if it was meant to be how it was, it would have been a home run. But because how it was not actually its intent, I say it's a Versace all the time.
Yeah, Versace.
all the time.
So great.
And people are like, does he? Because that movie's not popular ever, and it's been a long time now, so people don't get that I'm joking.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Seriously, they just think you're saying it wrong. What I love is his opinion. He goes, nobody realizes the movie that they're making this movie. Then Gina Gershon comes on. He goes, oh wait. He goes, I have to say that there is one person that completely realizes the movie she is in, and it's Gina Gershon, and she is fucking brilliant in every frame. And he's
I
like,
so agree with that
She is
assessment.
amazing.
I agree with that assessment, but she's the only one in on the joke. She's like, oh, darling,
Yeah.
we're all up here just doing the thing. And it's like, I feel like that character gets it,
Right.
so Gina Gershon
Oh, yeah.
kind of did.
Yeah.
But it's weird that nobody else did.
But it really is. Verhoeven has such a cartoony approach to actual people. They're like, caricatures. But when he gets it right, like there's so much in RoboCop that's fantastic. And I was just watching, they just came out with the Movies That Made Us Holiday Edition. I don't know if you're watching any of them yet.
No, our friend produces all those. though.
Right.
He's
you told me
been,
that.
he's been here, yeah.
Those are just, I can't get enough of them. But they did RoboCop. They did Die
Brian
Hard.
Volk Weiss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we were watching. I forget what we were watching because we've been going down the rabbit hole.
McTiernan?
But it's so good, huh?
John
What was that?
McTiernan?
I don't know. McTiernan did Die Hard, yeah. But I'm
He
talking
just
about.
wanted to show off his app.
Yeah, this.
He's got a new hat.
Oh, does he?
Did everyone notice?
Yeah.
I noticed the sock monkey
Snuck
hat.
it by me.
Yeah,
Would that be
noticed
Paul Frank?
The red and white first, and I was like, oh, Kermit.
it looks
has-
like Paul Frank,
look,
or is it
Kermit
just a
has
stretched
Kermit,
out
and
sock
you
monkey
go
skull
up, it's not
over his
Kermit
head?
anymore.
You can't both talk at the same time. You both have microphones. We're all on a podcast. You can't do it at the same time. If she's talking, we have to
Hey,
listen.
I don't take show notes. Whee! Offsides. Offsides. God damn you.
That was lovely. Oh man. Anyway, so we got these new cards, and I see why you used to do this because you can.
Yeah.
Arielle's making cookies. We told you that.
You were talking about.
We are hanging out with Sean Bishop over here in the studio. Your movie that you were working on got shelved, or it's into rotation, or
Oh
whatever
no!
the heck.
Unceremoniously shit canned is how I would probably put it.
Sorry, what?
The movie that I was working
Yeah.
on. Yeah. There was a big article in Variety about it. And,
Yeah.
It was for Netflix was the distributor, but it was for Sergio Pablo Animation in Spain, and it was his follow-up film to Klaus, which was just gorgeous. One of the most beautiful films ever made.
Klaus?
Yeah.
Santa Claus?
Yeah. It was the one that I was telling you about.
Santa Claus?
That Klaus.
From the North Pole?
Yes. Santa from the Pole? Is that like Jenny from the Block?
Oh, I said North Pole.
But yeah, I mean, it happens sometimes. It's just unfortunate that it happened with this. It was a really beautiful film.
It sucks that a guy famous for making a movie called Santa Claus shit canned everybody 2 days before Christmas.
Oh, they didn't. This was Netflix did this to the studio.
Oh, well, regardless. But I see your point.
Yeah.
But they shit canned a guy. No, didn't I say that right? They shit
Oh,
canned
I
a
thought
guy
you-
who was made famous
Yeah,
for
but it
making-
was right. Yeah, correct.
unceremoniously 2 days right before
Yes,
Christmas.
I misunderstood. He was not the one that shit canned. That was Netflix shit canned.
Oh, it's never. No.
Yeah.
No, that would imply that you
No, that
did
is-
something wrong. This was a
yeah.
business decision by them.
Yeah, no, that is ironical, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so unemployed. What are you gonna do?
At least you have other fish in the pan fryer. How does things?
Barrel?
You have other iron. You have other irons,
Irons
in
in
the
the
fish
fish?
tank.
I've got
think it's a
fish in the
kettle,
fire.
Jay.
You're writing other things. You're working on other things that
I-
theoretically are going to go. So it's like
I
it's
hope
not
so.
right now.
Yes, I hope so. So we'll see.
What? How much? You probably can't. We can't talk on the air about the one thing that you're sort of throwing yourself at. Yeah,
Not yet, but
no. I'm so looking forward to that.
Yeah. Me too. I am too.
Next issue.
I am too. No. I mean, we can talk vaguely around it. But yeah, no. I hopefully it'll be a.
Are you writing it?
I am writing a throwback comedy right now,
Cool.
70s style. throwback comedy, and
Yeah,
that's pretty
70s,
much all I
80s.
can say about it. But it's God, it's a lot of fun. It's also a lot of fun to not have to be so wrapped up in stuff like everyone has a character arc and what's their motivation, what's their want, what's their need. These people are trying to get from point A to point B, and they're funny about it.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just need a goofball movie like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't,
Agreed.
Yeah. There's places for all of that, I think,
Well, I think we're ready for some goofball stuff again. 'cause
everybody
we
wants
got
to laugh.
pretty serious for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And now not even comedy's funny anymore.
No.
Can't laugh at comedy anymore. So,
Did we talk about reading about I forget the name now. The people that produced the guys that produced Airplane, the Zucker brothers, right?
yeah.
They were just quoted in an article talking about how they can't even tell the simplest of like goofy jokes from that era anymore without getting people jumping all over them for notes, but inappropriate, this blah blah. He's like, God, we can't fucking say anything.
No.
We can't do anything to make anybody laugh.
No.
No, it's
You have to be grandfathered in at this point to get anything funny on the air. You can't be new comedy. And I don't mean can't be. I mean like as a rule. Obviously, rules are, you know what I mean? There's exceptions.
Right.
But as a rule, from what I've noticed is you have to have, like, think of shows that we think are still funny and that are doing shit. They've been on the air for a lot. It's Always Sunny comes to mind.
Oh, my God.
They're doing stuff you could never see. South Park.
South Park.
Couldn't
I'm
start it
stunned.
now. Couldn't start
No,
it now,
no.
but it's grandfathered in. Simpsons
Now you can't
even
stop it.
somewhat. Family Guy.
Family
all
Guy?
of those.
Yeah.
All of those
You guys
animated
watch
shows.
Dave on FX?
I do not.
Not
Dave
That one got
not heard
by
of
me.
it.
I was
Very,
just about
very
to say,
good.
Dave.
He's very edgy
Yes.
and he takes a lot of risks, but he talks a lot about mental health in a way that is kind of really unexpected.
Oh, interesting.
But that's a good example of a comedy that's like out there. Because Dave is just out there. I mean, he's great. So I do recommend that for comedies because
Nice.
they're going into maybe their third season or something like that. And that is a good example of like, FX lets you do stuff.
Yeah, that's
oh my
true.
God! Yes.
Hi, SpongeBob.
I am so impressed by
Patrick.
the amount of hats.
Oh, my God, that's funny.
To Ariel's point, though, of this show on FX, it's on FX.
Exactly.
That road has been paved. Those executives are saying yes to It's Always Sunny.
Yeah.
And the League, you were in those other shows that you worked on that were on that show, on that channel.
I'll tell you what, there's...
Do you know what I'm saying? Though?
Yeah.
It still falls into
Yeah.
they're grandfathered in. They'll
Yeah,
give it
so
a,
they
they'll give it a
get to do
shot.
that because they've always been doing that. And no
And
one's going to mess
those,
with that.
that company specifically comes from a different mentality.
Yeah.
Of like, artists do what artists do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that's where, when I worked with Tracy Morgan and that basketball thing happened, those are the people that were like, artists do what artists do.
Yep.
Like, they hired the name. Tracy said something dumb and,
It's okay. Please don't get into that. That's not to be said here.
I don't remember it, but like, they were
What?
the
Him?
ones that were like,
Right.
artists do what artists do.
Yeah. She's right about FX allowing more of that because of.
But
I mean, we experienced it so much at Comic-Con.
But there's a place for all of it. That's what makes me nuts. You know what I mean? If you don't like that type of stuff, you don't have to watch it. But I mean, there are 3 shows that I adore that I wonder if they could get made the same way today, the way they were. One is 30 Rock, because there's a ton of crazy, inappropriate shit in there that is hysterical. The other is Arrested
Speaking
Development.
of 30 Rock.
Arrested Development, yeah. And the other
Arrested Development, I still say gets by because it was too smart for the censors.
it
then,
was.
And I think it would be much too smart for the censors now because the censors
Maybe.
are way stupider now.
Yeah, well, the other one is The Office.
Ugh.
I know you're not a fan, but Kelly and I were watching episodes
You know
of
what?
The Office.
I should become a fan because if we didn't say on the other day, Rainn Wilson's going to be on the show in January.
What?
So yeah, so I should probably, and we're trying to get Craig too. So we probably
you should
I
brush
should watch
up.
a couple episodes. Yeah.
I'll make you a list.
I like him from other things.
I'll make you a list.
I like him from. We'll be talking about other things.
We
Probably
watched
not much.
one of the Christmas episodes was on last night where the crew goes to Benihana for lunch and they pick up 2 of the waitresses and they can't tell them apart. So Michael marks the arm of the one that he's with so he can remember who she is. And we were watching that and my head's on the ground. I'm going, oh God,
You
It's-
felt the need to tell it here.
Painfully funny to watch. You're just like, but Steve Carell is so sweet.
See, I don't care for that show, so it just sounds offensive. to
It's
me.
you got to watch
straight
it.
up just offensive.
Well, you can talk to Rain about it. See what he says.
Well, I don't think he wrote it.
No, but I'm sure. I mean, he is absolutely just brilliant. Every scene that Dwight is in, he's like he just and by the way,
You really want me to watch it? I've seen it. I don't like it.
you know who Dwight
I'm not
reminds
gonna
me
like
of?
it because you want me to.
See, it's another Star Wars, Mike.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it
Speaking
totally
of-
is. I feel the
speaking
same
of-
way.
Kirby.
Ah,
Oh
there
no,
we
that's the
go.
star hat.
See, it was a mistake trying to play this game with a guy who collects things.
I think it's funny. He's like changing. He's like Cher and Bob Mackie dresses. He just keeps changing up every couple of shots.
You know, in my head at the beginning, I was like, oh, I wonder if he's going to change up every time we cut back to him. There's no way he has enough hats for that. We probably met our max. No, it just keeps going.
That's awesome.
Hey, by the way, we're cutting cookies over here.
I see the. You get the shapes out. That looks great.
will do.
Oh, gingerbread. But no, Rainn Wilson's just hysterical. He's hysterical, and I think the reason I love the character of Dwight so much.
Ah, here it is. You resonate with Dwight.
No, he reminds me of
No!
Brian Fear. It's Brian Fear.
You're kidding.
100%.
So, nobody else gets this. He's
Yeah,
not a
that's why I
famous
gotta tell you,
person,
and
but
I've
it's
told-
someone that he knows in the Ghostbusters world.
And
The quotes.
yeah.
Ghostbusters. I don't know what that means.
Ghostbusters in the nerd realm.
I think.
Yeah,
I
he
think.
absolutely 100% Brian Fear.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. That's, I think, why I love that character so much. I'm like,
Well,
oh
that
my
makes
God.
sense.
I've literally heard Brian say some of the same things that Dwight does. And it's just, and ironically, he won't watch the show either. He's like, everyone tells me that. I won't watch it. I'm like, that's a very Dwight thing to say.
Yep.
I won't watch it. I refuse. I will not. You know what I mean? It's like, Brian is the exact same way. I love him. He's the best.
Point, counterpoint.
The end.
Let me know when you're ready. I was a fan of his for a long time since we're talking about it, but I'm not the most these days.
No?
Well, I like and support everybody
Yeah.
these days. You know my heart is wide open. But at the end of the old days, no, I wasn't a big
Oh,
fan
we're
of
talking
his at
about
all.
Brian. I thought you were talking about Rain.
You specifically have been talking. I didn't want to talk about it. You have been
So
talking
funny.
about it.
Yeah. Times change. You know. how
Good.
it is. Yeah.
I find that people are angry when they're young, and then when you get old, nothing
Nobody
fucking
has
matters.
time for that shit anymore.
Yep.
Nobody.
Yep.
It's because you're tired when you're old.
You are tired. I was tired when I was young, but I was too angry to know it. But yeah, no, seriously. I think people age out. What?
I need a button so I can cut to her when I'm always doesn't matter. Go ahead. I'm
done.
always late. I'm always late.
No further questions, Your Honor.
It's lit. Yeah.
Has Mike changed his hat yet?
I'm sure he has. Oh no!
I'm surprised.
My God.
He might have
Gotcha.
actually run out of hats.
I have more hats upstairs, but they're more conventional. These were the fun ones. When you're a Canadian, you are required to have 15 hats on hand at any time in case the land freezes.
Well, you'll appreciate this story then. My son lost his shit in the car today because we were listening to the Christmas it's on XM. It's like the road trip Christmas station or whatever. And
What is it? Road trip?
Road
So it's a rap channel.
road trip Christmas and
Run DMC Christmas.
that was
From
on the
Hollis,
mix.
Queens.
That was on the mix, but the Bob and Doug McKenzie 12 Days of Christmas came on.
Okay.
Very nice.
And my son knows the regular song by heart, so we started singing along, and then I heard him stop.
Realize it's.
Oh yeah, and then you hear him, and a beer in a tree, and Connor goes, "What?" And then he starts going, "No, no, 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 no!" Just, oh my God, it was so funny, 5 golden toques, and he goes, "Poops," and then suddenly he liked it, and then every time it came back to that, he'd sing 5 golden poops. Which is how he discovered Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Take off, you knob.
That beer's done.
Oh, look at all those beautiful shapes.
That's amazing.
We're doing sprinkles now.
Oh, sprinkle. Oh, you do sprinkles before the bake.
Yeah. So
I
that
would
they
have
get
guessed
baked
after
in
the
there.
bake. Yeah, they bake in there. Okay.
Give them a little rub them.
Excuse
Give 'em
me?
a little rub.
Like a
Well,
Like it's steak.
exactly.
It's cookie rub.
It's cookie rub, sugar rub.
Sugar rub.
And
Sounds awful.
It's gonna be funny later when I show you which cookie I was rubbing on.
Well,
Well,
there's a quote.
I can certainly see that some look like candy canes, some look like stars, some look like trees, and some certainly to me appear to be sperm.
Yes. Of course. You think I'm gonna make cookies and I'm not gonna integrate some sort of sex education into it? Come on.
Is there?
Sounds like she's making.
Oh yeah, look at that. There's the eggplant situation over there, right next to it. Looks like a little T
She's making cockies.
drive. What do you call that?
Yeah,
It's the
uterus.
ovaries and your uterus, of course. Sure.
Oh yes. And the
Yeah,
full-
we got it's the uterus.
Yay!
Yay! Well done, everyone.
Can't wait for the fallopian roll-ups.
I mean, is it wrong that I'm not as that it's not quite how Grandma used to make. You know?
A little different.
You know your grandmother secretly made dick cookies when
My
you weren't
mom,
looking.
my mom
Yeah.
ate
your
a lot
mom
of dick
would've.
cookies.
Not a secret.
Well, Mom's probably watching. I plan on calling you for the holidays. I know you're waiting and anxious for me to do so.
You will continue waiting.
That will happen. No,
Call her on the
that will
show.
happen. We've done. You want to do it now?
You want to try?
Here's the thing. I'm over fears and stuff. At this.
I mean,
point.
we don't. I mean, if you think it's a funny bit, that's very funny.
I don't.
Then don't.
It's gonna be. Awful.
Then we won't.
I'm happy to do it.
No.
I'm happy.
I'm happy to.
I'm
happy if
showing
you're
my-
happy to do it. I'm not forcing you. Don't take show notes.
I'm showing my growth.
Circle of comedy comes back around. You're not actually still doing.
Oh no, I'm not doing it.
No.
No, I'm not doing
told
it.
you not.
I was going to. I was showing my growth. Show us your growth.
Hey, it's not that kind of show, Jay.
We
Says the girl making sperm cookies.
That's
for
right.
real. She's like, guys, not everything's about sex.
what kind
Oh,
of-
just these
Robert
cookies.
Just these
Places.
cookies.
Oh wait, it's YouTube. We're good.
Yeah,
Take it
it's
all up,
fine.
everybody.
It's fine. Now,
Oh, what are you? You
No,
have
no,
you have a now? I
no,
have a
no,
now.
no,
You
please.
want to do your now?
Nope.
My
We'll
now.
do mine.
Your now?
Your now.
My now.
Now.
Your now?
now.
I'll go.
Thank you. Please. State your now.
I state your name. I state your name.
State your name.
No. Where is the card that had this on it?
You
It's
threw
not-
it.
Shit.
You threw it.
Do you need it? Do you want me to get it?
It is gone. This isn't it. I did throw it. Crap.
Did you throw the words off of the card?
Yeah, I threw the
Somehow?
words off.
Help you.
All right.
Here comes the slippery elf.
Here comes the slippery elf.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Thank you. That is what I was looking for.
That was a good
Look,
exit.
it's Elves on Ice. We're doing the what you watching, and I figured we'd go down the holiday
That's
movies
what I was gonna-
and talk about and
That
see
was my
how we
now.
all see how we all feel about the holiday movies. And let me see if I can do this so that we can bring all of the holiday cheer into one here, or at least some of it while the cookies are happening. Let's see if I can. Can I do that? Nope, that didn't do it. Nope, is this it? Anybody? Hal, I need you, Hal.
Bueller.
There. That. Well, here.
Oh.
Hang on.
You.
Split
Not
screen.
quite. Let's go back to this. Hal, can I go a little wider? There we go. Now, Hal, let's try that whole
I'm sorry,
situation.
I
again.
can't do that, Jay.
There we go. All right.
Nice.
No.
Looking good.
Christmas with the Cranks. How did we feel?
I have not seen it.
Is that the Tim Allen one?
Yes, Tim Allen and Norma. We bring out the Frosty. Dan Aykroyd.
Sigourney Weaver?
I don't think so. That's Ghostbusters.
I forget.
I don't want to cast it, but I want to see how you feel about it. But you're right. It's
I know it is.
from Halloween.
I know with
Oh,
Every time
Jamie
he
Lee
moves
Curtis.
that, now we all saw it happen. Every time he moves that, we all saw it happen. Didn't you hear it?
I heard something.
That's
but I,
him.
heard
Every
it.
time he moves it.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh, it's this. Is that what you're talking about?
yeah.
Oh shit.
Whoa, whoa.
Oh. Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes. It's
You haven't seen it.
I have not.
enjoyable.
Yeah, I like it. I find it enjoyable too.
Cool.
I didn't like Tim Allen when I was a kid. I wasn't a Home Improvement fan. As an
wasn't
adult,
I
think it's hilarious.
It went by me, and I haven't reconnected with
I thought
it
it was too dumb.
Interesting.
When we were kids, I thought there was, I'm interested in something. What I thought was smarter, it just, all that. I kind of didn't.
Yeah.
It was like, I got the joke. I don't need 11 seasons of it. As an adult, I think it's delightful.
Interesting how your perspective changes when you get older,
Big
too.
time.
You're like,
That's kind of what I'm.
"Oh." It's kind of like this.
The show didn't change.
No, but it's like how Bugs Bunny cartoons when you were a kid are funny for a different reason than when you're an adult and you go, whoa.
And when you're an adult, they're inappropriate for completely different reasons.
It's fantastic. Yeah. I guess I'll have to
The
check out
amount of
Christmas
war
with the Cranks.
propaganda and stuff like that's in
Tons of it.
Bugs Bunny cartoons and drug stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
Although I guess I didn't realize as a kid because I didn't start doing drugs till I was an adult. I didn't realize how much drugs were all around us in the stuff we were around just without us
Oh,
realizing it.
no
Like I think
kidding.
of Mario Brothers,
Right.
And all the mushrooms
Yeah.
and like, oh look, now I'm super powerful and now I've got all this
Yeah.
confidence. Oh look, now I can throw fire.
Subtle. Yeah, there's a lot of that shit floating around.
Do you have Christmas at the Cranks up there in Canada?
Yeah, I like
watch
the
that
Santa Claus better.
Oh, if we're going to Tim Allen movies, see, no, but all right, yeah. I mean, we're not to that one yet, though.
Oh,
Damn it.
But if we're going with Tim Allen ones, that's a good point.
That's a fair.
I have
path.
to agree with that.
I
Even
love
though
the-
I like the Crank.
I love the first Santa Claus. I love it. I love that movie.
Is there more than one?
There's like 3 now, right?
Oh, I didn't realize.
They made a second one, and
Something
then
like
the next one, the one that just came out with, I think, is Christmas with the Clauses, or shit. Like it's 2 of them.
Oh, there's a new one now.
Yeah, I think it
Oh,
just came
I
out.
didn't know that.
Yeah,
All right.
tis.
Well,
But the first one I love.
and because he did bring it, we just watched that one too, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It was not the movie I remembered it being, though.
Right.
I thought it was a movie about Tim Allen having. Oh, you got to get him to agree to be Santa Claus. It was like, oh. You know what? In my mind, that was the whole crux of it.
Yeah.
Like getting him to be. That happens in the first couple minutes.
Oh yeah,
The rest is all about other shit.
yeah,
Isn't it about his kid or something?
yeah. It's Sam discovering how to be a father and Santa
Yeah.
Claus at the same time.
The
Oh.
real miracle of Christmas.
But he has to be he ends up being a better father to his kid by not being a good father to his kid, which was a very strange
Yeah.
message in that movie.
Yeah.
He has to let his kid go to go be Santa so he can be his true self as Santa Claus. But his kid is the one who helped him see it. In fact, he was the only one who helped him see it.
Yeah,
It was
It's-
kind of beautiful, but it was
it's-
also pretty dark, like Back
it's
to
a
the
little,
Future.
it's a little sad writing, actually, a little bit. Not bad writing, meaning like, oh wow, that's a little. If you think about the implications,
As much as I adore bouncing off a Christmas movie for 2 seconds, as much as I adore Close Encounters, it's a sad ass mother when the father of the family.
Oh, yeah.
What happened to Terry Garr and the kids?
yeah, right? Nah, they'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess they'll just clean up the house and move.
They live near a McDonald's. It's all right. And
Yeah,
skipping
it's mashed potatoes for life.
briefly skipping off of another Christmas movie, but talking about stuff that is way too serious for maybe something that should be joyous. I'm a huge fan of the '90s Casper movie with Christina Ricci.
Oh yeah.
Never saw the whole movie, but it's
But-
got Dan Aykroyd as a Ghostbuster,
As a ghost,
in it,
as
which
Ray,
is kind of cool.
with a mustache, which is hysterical.
He's got a mustache.
Yeah, it comes out the particle throwing nozzle is dangling from the clipboard. It's hysterical. Anyway, yeah, that was nerdy. I said that. But
I
he
like
does,
her
he
as
does
an
a whole
actress.
speech about where he remembers how he died.
Oh, you always told me about this. And I need
Yeah,
to watch it. Yeah.
and it's
as
really-
as a young boy who remembers his death.
And
right?
it's so funny. And I used a piece of music from that scene in one of my Star Trek reels. And an executive picked it out. Did you use Casper? I'm like, yes, I
The
did.
scene, too.
I'm like, good pick. I was like, you have an ear.
You're my executive.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, and it's the camera dolling around. He talks about I went out sledding. I was having so much fun with the sled my dad got me. I didn't hear my mom call me. I stayed out late. I got cold. Then I got sick. And it like he just stopped. And
oh
I'm like,
Lord,
fuck.
It's like Up. It's not like he didn't get hit by a car. It's a
and
long drawn out
It takes
thing.
place at like the bottom of Act 2, so you're already locked into the movie, and then you got to sit there and go through that.
By the way, here's how I died.
Yeah, exactly. And and I thought to myself, holy shit, that never when every Casper cartoon that I watched,
Yeah. How did he die?
he's a dead little boy. Like I'm
He's
like,
a kid,
why
yeah.
am I just? I'm today years old when that dawned on me.
That's why he's a friendly ghost.
I'm like,
That's a good subtle way to introduce death to kids, though.
right? Here's a
Because
boy that died.
You're an adult. You
Yay.
didn't even realize it, but we all die at some point.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's kids, and they're going to have to hopefully never deal with that, but some kids unfortunately will.
No,
so.
it's wretched. But yeah.
For us, it was Mr. Hooper,
Oh, yeah. Oh, God.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Canada too.
What a
Yeah,
good
Mr.
one.
Hooper. That was a brutal one when Big Bird's got the pictures.
Oh.
And he's got the one of Mr. Hooper.
I
And he
bet
wants to
I
go
wanna
give it
give-
to him to show it to him.
I watched that clip the other day, and I was like,
Oh, yeah.
Still, yeah.
If you ever want a good cry
Oh, yeah.
from our childhood, that'll
Oh.
do it every single time. Oh, I guess I understand.
The-
Well, when will he be back? Like, oh, he doesn't get it.
Oh, buddy.
When you showed that to me, it hit me so deep.
Like,
I
really?
don't, yeah, because I don't remember as a kid, but like there's a lot of big lessons that I don't know if I learned. Like I don't know if I had the experience with it, and so that was like the first time I looked at it.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Starting to smell good in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're a few minutes away from the first batch.
Maybe we should
Oh,
go back
wow.
to Happy Christmas movies as
Yeah.
opposed to talking about
I know.
what's next on the list.
Everybody saw Schindler's List, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Feel good film of the year.
I'm just thinking of the ones that we have watched already, but there are some that we're still intending to watch. One I know that's high on your personal list. I'm just going to ask, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, definitely It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, that's a classical choice.
But I want to say Gremlins.
Oh, that's what would you have said if I said, what's your favorite, Christmas movie?
It's a Wonderful Life. Definitely.
All right.
But
I feel
I mean,
like
that's a
I
hard,
feel like
that's
when
a
I
hard
say this,
choice to make.
Okay,
There's so many good ones out there.
comedic Christmas movie maybe.
Comedic Christmas. Oh, Christmas Vacation.
Fuck.
Yes.
Can I say what I thought you were going to say, like Newlywed Game, and then maybe at least we'll get a. Oh
least.
yeah, that's what I.
You probably will.
I thought Just Friends.
Fuck.
Christmas movie?
God damn.
Yeah.
I was thinking way back, but shit, man. In top 10 Christmas movies, that is one of the funniest friggin'. Just the
So-
funniest friggin' movie
So
Agree.
good.
ever made.
We watched it today before in anticipation for this podcast because I thought I couldn't wait to talk. I wanted it to be fresh in my mind to talk to you
He
about
has
it.
1,000 fingers.
The guitar.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. I thought this movie was funny back then. I thought it was so funny today, and I was doing
It gets
other things.
funnier every time you watch it.
Each and every time I see it.
Keeps getting funnier. No matter you think. You think I'm qualified?
I thought it was absolutely delightful.
That is what I might have said this to you. That is one of the only movies where my dad wanted to watch every deleted scene on the DVD.
Oh,
That's
really?
how much he loves them. He's like, oh, there's more scenes that we haven't seen. I'm like, yeah, there's a bunch of. Put them on. And he's rolling on the ground laughing at that movie. He loved that movie.
Bringing the Porsche to impress her, bringing the Porsche in the winter snow with chains on it and everything. It's amazingly good. And then
Love her
all this
reaction. Mike
all the stuff with the brother is incredibly good.
Bruce.
That actor I've never seen in anything but Girl Next Door. But he's great in that movie. And then Anna Faris is the only thing I've really
is
like her in.
hysterical in that movie.
This is the movie where I get why people like Anna
Oh
Faris.
yeah. She's
Yeah.
licking the brother's face.
She's eating the toothpaste because she
funny.
fell off the
Whacked
mall.
her head.
Fell off the mall.
Fell onto the concourse. It really. You're right. You're legitimately right. It's one of those reactions. I was like, oh, how did I miss that one?
Canada? Are you a Just
I've not
Friends guy?
seen it.
Well, it's got your
Filmed
Canadian
filmed where you live.
and Canadian great Ryan Reynolds.
Oh yes, it does.
I think my wife has seen it.
He
really
plays,
She's
is.
seen it. I
Who's his
guarantee you.
counterpart in
She's-
it?
Ryan Reynolds is
It really is.
fantastic
Oh,
in this
yeah.
movie, and he's every girl's dream.
and he
And by the way,
plays
Julie
hockey a
Haggerty is the
lot.
mom.
in it.
100% yes, which brings me to the contemporary Christmas movie where she had to be substituted for reasons that were beyond my understanding.
Melinda Dillon retired.
Still,
I
then
would
we've
have maybe
gotten-
shuck off the dust for that a little bit and come back out.
Or
know what I
you
mean?
don't have the mom, just like you didn't have the dad. You come up with a reason for it. Oh yeah. I don't know. Either way,
They die in a crash.
yeah, a plane
A
fell
Christmas
on the
crash.
train.
Christmas crash. And then ran
Weekend at
into an
Bernie's, anybody?
automobile.
But we loved that movie, and we didn't expect to. We're talking about the new Christmas Story. We
Yep.
talked about it briefly here on the show
Yep.
the other day. Loved it.
I loved it.
Yeah, can't wait to watch it again.
Absolutely. I'll tell you, Billingsley did a great job at channeling Gene Shepard. When
Yeah.
he was narrating along with it, I'm like,
Sometimes I thought it was.
I did
couldn't
too.
Tell.
He goes in and out.
Sometimes
I-
it sounds like
The
Ralphie.
beginning of the narration's Ralphie, and he started to go down into these registers. The old man still had, like he would go into.
You do it really well too. They
you.
should have hired you.
I appreciate it.
Do a little bit of that.
Yeah, what was it? Yeah. A couple of days before Christmas, the old man would get this glazed look in his eyes. His eyes would go over, and he was a certified turkey junkie. Not perfect.
That's
but,
pretty good, man.
But not perfect words, but the voice I think works.
Yeah, you're getting the yeah, good.
Yeah, look at this.
Nerd approved.
Smile. But when he was going around the house, and he's like, I would never hear my old man's voice and ringing through these rooms again. The hats on the, it was just elegantly done.
Going back, I'm a location nerd more than so. Going back to the actual street and house. I mean, I know you can do it as a tour thing, and
They're selling it now.
Oh, well.
It's on the market, as is the Bumpus's house next door,
package
and the
deal.
gift store across the street. They're selling the whole thing.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it's a Christmas story wonderland.
Yeah.
What do they want for it? It's in the
I
middle
know.
of nowhere, right?
yeah,
So it's probably not much.
it's that's got a lot of nostalgic value. I'm sure somebody would come out of the. I bet I would not be surprised if there's a massive bidding war.
Oh, okay. You think so?
Oh God, yeah.
Like the one that blocks from here. There's a story about a house.
Oh,
around
the
corner.
Brady.
Oh,
Yeah.
geez.
Yeah. It's like Indiana or Ohio.
It
like
is. It's in
somewhere
Indiana.
in the
Indiana, yeah.
Midwest.
Yeah.
Good
But
luck.
yeah, the movie's great, and I love seeing Flick and Schwartz and stuff like that.
See, that was what. Yeah, I agree, but
Yeah.
again, it took me half the movie to get over the mom because everybody else is
Yeah,
the same.
'cause, yeah.
We have changed no one.
No. You know what? Interesting too, and I read this tidbit recently within the past couple of days because I was actually listening to old Gene Shepard recording. When he would do the stories and stuff like that, and there was
He wrote the book, right?
Oh, yeah.
He was the author of the book.
he wrote
the
and,
story.
and they originally appeared in Playboy. The original.
Really?
Yeah, the original thing was called "In God We Trust." All others must pay cash.
It says that in the credits at
Yeah,
the end.
yeah, it's so great, and it's a Christmas Story is assembled from a bunch of different Christmas stories he wrote, and they put it all into one film.
Oh, isn't that
They're almost
interesting?
written
They're
as
all short
vignettes.
stories about his family and
Yeah.
the old man.
And there's a
Oh,
whole
then
chapter that
makes
just
this-
says the old man and the lascivious award, and shows a picture of him clutching the leg lamp.
Yeah.
That makes this new movie even more special
Yeah.
than, and I didn't realize it
It's
until
great.
now.
It really is great. It's they did a wonderful job of being a real good sequel to it. But one of the things that I read that I didn't realize that in the book or in the stories that he wrote when Ralphie does come back, because he wrote a thing where he comes back,
Okay.
as an adult, they say that Flick had been killed in Vietnam.
Oh.
Oh shit! Or Schwartz had been killed.
Yeah, probably Schwartz.
because he was at
had
Flick's
that mouth.
Tavern, and they sort of had a little memorial to Schwartz.
I thought it was cool that they had Flick back after his storied past. Mm-hmm. He's been some places since that movie.
Yeah,
He's been Jackie Gleason's son with Richard Pryor as his man toy, and he did some other stuff with man toys, I think, a little bit in adult
Interesting.
films as well.
well, there you go.
Did you know that?
I had heard something like that, but I didn't realize how deep the rabbit hole went.
Yeah. I love that movie, The Toy. My dad was, I was a Pryor fan, obviously, and then my dad was
And
such
Gleason.
a Gleason
Jesus,
fan.
yeah. He's
So
amazing.
it hit for both of us. Plus all those toys.
Yeah,
Like
but,
Richie Rich. I'm sorry. Back to what you were saying.
No, what was I going to say? I forget.
I think I,
But no,
stuck-
it was-
buried
it was-
I buried it well good.
It was such a worthy sequel, and seriously, anyone watching who hasn't seen it, give it a chance. Because it really was well done.
Where can you see it?
HBO
It's
Max.
HBO Max, yeah.
Good call. HBO Max.
And
That's
Billingsley does
producer.
great.
That's producer Arielle producing. She's like, where can it be seen?
Oh.
And I love they did great 70s sideburns on Ralphie too. They were very very everything was pretty his dead jacket with the puff collar and everything like that. It was really like my dad had one of those.
I think everything about the whole thing was good.
It was really good.
Oh, look at the oven light. There we go. We got the oven light.
All right, so what else on that list?
Well, I'm looking at the cookies here, buddy. We're multitasking. Gee whiz. Pulling cookies out of the oven here. This is the first batch.
I think you're
He's like, what do you want to talk about?
You got us into talking movies. Now it's fun. It was always fun.
She's like, now where do you keep the... Oh, she's getting plates. All right.
Uh-oh.
What about Bad Santa?
I've only seen it once.
Well, that's not good.
And I thought it was okay.
Yeah. Did you see it way back when it came out, like
I did.
05
Yeah,
or whatever?
Yeah. I should probably
Or
give it
early
another sip
2000s.
again. I know they did a sequel that.
Yeah, I don't know if you need to see that. That to me is not memorable. I can't remember if we ever watched it or not. But the first one we watched again the other day, and I just find
Is
it
it good? I'll
delightful.
have to give it another
Well,
sip.
it's great, and then it's awful. I mean, it's just deplorable Santa Claus.
Really
you know.
is. Yeah.
But it's a fun ride, and the people around it are really fun. And I love
I love Lauren Graham.
fine.
Yep.
I love how
If you have to.
small budget this movie was, and it doesn't. You'd have to be a producer level person to to know. It doesn't seem and feel and I don't know what I'm trying to say. This thing had
doesn't
no budget.
feel like a
and it doesn't
low-budget
feel
movie?
like a low budget
Yeah.
movie. Like
There was
they
a lot of movies on. There was a festival circuit then that went to like Sundance, and that meant something. That was a big deal, and that felt like one of them.
It doesn't like they use a lot of classical music because it's free. You know, like stuff like that.
That's funny.
And I bet they all worked for scale and
Yeah.
back end, if anything, because Bernie Mac and who's Bad Santa?
Billy
Billy
Bob.
Bob
Thornton.
Billy Bob Thornton.
Billy Bob Goldthwait. Was that what you were gonna say?
Billy Bob Goldthorpe. I almost said, which is no one.
It is now.
You got Billy Bob Goldthorpe and and the Wonder Twins.
We're not doing.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, it worth a watch.
Okay.
At the very least, you have some spectacular performances, some spectacular comedic performances by folks who are no longer with us. John Ritter is in this movie, and he's
I
great.
remember there were no weak links in that chain.
And Bernie Mac is in this movie, and he is Bernie Mac. I mean, they're both they deliver always.
God, his stand-up was so funny.
But the people you don't know, like the kid who plays the kid, he's hilarious. Cloris Leachman's in it. It's funny enough that I would say like, oh, get high and watch it because you're not gonna need those 2 hours back.
No,
hour and a half.
I've got free time now, so catch up on all my movies.
What about Canada?
Yeah.
Could that movie? By the way, I would love to see a Billy Bobcat Goldthwait movie. That would be amazing.
I don't know what I was doing.
Could that movie get made now?
Oh no, I'll put that
Oh,
up there
no.
with the
Oh,
other stuff.
Yeah, no.
Right. Yeah.
But it's Bad News
remember
Bears.
liking
It's
it.
basically Bad News Bears, the Christmas movie.
Bad News Bears. Little kids swearing is funny though.
That's true.
I had a couple of friends who liked it way more than I did. It was fine.
Yeah. I think it was sort of the fact that there was a deplorable Christmas character for a little bit, like that was sort of new then. Now it's been 20 years or whatever, and we're all pretty sour since then. It's been a weird 20 years for everybody, I think.
Yeah. Got some road wear on us.
Yeah. Mike, what's your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
Die Hard.
Die Hard is?
Die,
I guess I could have been.
I love Die Hard. But my wife and I every year, it's not a Christmas movie, but my wife and I every year on Christmas Day we watch Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, that's interesting. It's a lovely tradition. Is there anything Christmas in that movie at all?
I don't think so.
I mean, I think of Christmas.
No,
going
I don't
to
think
Tiffany's
so.
Christmas shopping on Fifth Avenue
Right.
because it was like, oh, we're going into the city, so you
Right.
hit F.A.O. Schwartz and
It was always like a big deal.
yeah.
An excursion in.
I want to ask Sean if he saw the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
Is it good?
I'm very curious what your opinion of
I was busy drawing until recently.
Oh.
Oh, you look so disappointed. Oh. Do you want me to leave, Mike? I'm sorry.
What's that?
I said I can leave if I've hurt you. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just curious what your take on it's going to be. I very
It is
much
on my
enjoyed it.
to-do list, so yeah. I'm excited to see it. The Kevin Bacon thing makes me laugh. So that should be
I
good.
didn't know about Kevin Bacon.
Talk about a good he's in the trailers for it.
There's a trailer for a Christmas special?
Yes, there is.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a trailer for everything now.
I don't understand this world.
I know.
I don't understand.
It's true, though.
No, I believe you.
I know you're not lying.
Yeah, no, you have full credibility.
And many of the
what about-
trailers are better than the features themselves.
A lot of them are.
Do you have a favorite old-timey Christmas movie or, not controversial Christmas movie? Some people would ask, is that a Christmas movie, Die Hard? I agree with you.
When
that
I
it
was a
is.
kid, it
There
was
just an
Miracle on
article on that
34th
like 2
Street.
days ago. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We can't-
I thought you were asking me a question.
We did, but we couldn't hear you. Sean's
Oh, I'm sorry.
talking.
When I was a kid, it was Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, so
Oh,
that's
that's a
up there
good
with A
one.
Wonderful Life.
That's a
Those
good
two
one.
to me are the two classics.
Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood.
That's her first movie.
Is she the little
She's a
girl
little
in?
That's Natalie Wood.
Really?
You're kidding.
Nope.
How did I never know that?
I didn't know.
The,
that.
one, the one
something
with
new
all the
every day.
letters at the end?
Yep.
Spoiler alert.
Yep.
I
Okay.
recently learned that.
Wow. All right, let's bring it over to the. Oh, look at those beautiful cookies. Let's bring it over to producer. What is or are your favorite Christmas movies?
First of all, I have a terrible memory, so I'm so bad at this question. But Christmas Vacation is just like,
That
man.
is-
Oh, and Home Alone.
Yep.
Home Alone
Yep.
1. 2
Yep.
is meh. I do like the pigeon lady. Maybe I connect to her.
Oh.
But
That's
I
Lost
love
in
Home
New
Alone.
York, yeah, the
Yeah.
sequel.
There was one that you said earlier that I was shocked. I completely forgot was a Christmas movie, but I love it, and I'm useless because I don't remember what it was.
Oh, well, did I just say it a few minutes ago?
No, it was like way in the beginning, and I was like, "Wow, that was a Christmas movie." So I don't even remember what. I'm gonna have to watch it back.
Gremlins?
And figure out what.
Was it
Christmas
Gremlins?
movie do I like?
Gremlins?
Well, that is a good one. I used to have gremlin nightmares.
But no, that's not what we're looking for.
It was like a recurring nightmare where like gremlins were chasing me around my parents' dining room table.
That sounds
love
pretty
that.
accurate. Gremlin behavior.
But it wasn't Gremlins.
I got a lot of favorites. I'm not good at the favorites game. I have too many.
No, we're trying to figure out the movie that you said we talked about earlier.
We're gonna have to. It's gonna be a playback situation. It's
Really?
gone and lost forever.
Wasn't it one that Nicole and I just brought up, said we watched? You said, I didn't know that was a Christmas movie? Is it something we just watched?
Oh, I think you were saying Just Friends.
A Christmas
but
Story. Oh yeah, maybe it's just friends.
That one I didn't realize was a Christmas movie.
Oh yes.
Because that's where like they go home or something. Is it like a home for the holidays?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
down to playing in
I
Jersey.
do love Anna Faris though. She's one that takes some time to grow on you, but I agree that was a very good one for her.
Well, yeah, I wasn't saying she took time to grow on me. I was just saying I didn't get into those scary movies,
Yeah.
which is sort of, I think, how she got famous. I think
Yeah.
the first thing I saw her in was the one with, ironically, I think it's Ryan Reynolds' wife or ex-wife or something. So I
they
married.
married for a while?
What's the one in Tokyo with Bill Murray?
Oh.
Oh,
Lost in
Translation.
Oh,
Lost in
that's
Translation.
Scarlett Johansson. Was Anna
Scarlett.
Faris in that one?
Yes.
I think she was. Yeah, that's right. She was. What?
Y'all, I'm real bad at these games. I would be like, don't ever take me on a game show for anything. Really.
Are you the cooler?
If it's a game show where I have to like know and remember things, don't bring me on. I will be your best cheerleader.
That's
but
funny.
your worst teammate.
Someone's worse than me. This is great.
Yeah, put Nicole and I on a team.
I am going to bring I'm going to bring the Instagram audience over here so they can watch the
Show the cookies?
Stuff. Yeah, they have
Yes.
Good idea.
stuff, so that way if our
Hi, Instagram. What's up, guys? Who do we got here? Duke Boys. What's up, Duke Boys?
boys.
Cape Villain. I mean, it's CPA Villain. CPA.
It's not easy, is it?
That might not even be what it says, but I just can't see it. I'm not giving it the time.
I told Mike it would be a free-for-all.
What'd you say?
I told Mike it would be a free-for-all, this show.
Oh, it is. It's the holiday extravaganza. It's cookies. I'm gonna wait till the cookies are piled up.
Hey guys, I got a great email today. I got an email from HasLab telling me to verify my address for my Proton pack, which is about to ship.
I got that email as well.
So this is where I go. Here's the thing. I would be less upset about missing the boat if you weren't so generous to give me that beautiful wand.
Oh, the particle.
Now I have,
yeah.
I thought, I missed both, but at least I missed both parts. Oh, one and the other, I wouldn't have had it anyway. Now I have the thing, and I'm like, oh, jeez. Don't we know anybody I could just $3.99? I thought, they made extras.
The nice thing is that the wand operates, apart from, you could, we can build you a pack so you'll have something. But damn, I am excited to see this toy.
What about Mike?
Very excited to see the toy. I also got a separate email saying a Sky Striker is coming soon as well. That's something I think Sean and I can bond over. I'm not sure Jay and I can.
Sky, remind me what that is. That sounds familiar. Is that
Transformer?
G.I. Joe? Is that
Oh,
G.I.
okay.
Joe?
Aren't you a
I'm
G.I.
guessing
Joe guy?
Transformer.
What is it?
It's a G.I. Joe toy.
That's what I thought it was. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, it is G.I. Joe, isn't it? The Sky Striker. I remember that.
Yeah,
from
they
the
got a
80s.
HasLab version of the Sky Striker coming out, so that's pretty
Wow.
exciting as well.
I bet that's going to be insane.
I thought.
I certainly hope so. It looks that way, that's for
I
sure.
thought it was Skyfire. I thought that he was talking. Yeah,
I thought
talking about-
Starscream.
something like that.
Something like
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
Transformer.
Totally.
Sorry.
They have a couple of unboxing videos, or there's a demo video that they did of the working pack. That's pretty impressive. I literally cannot believe all the stuff that damn thing does.
Oh, so this is the done. This isn't, because I watched all that too with when Adam Savage did it with.
Yeah, no, this is literally a HasLabs video where they're like, this is the pack that's coming out, and this is what it does, and
No longer the prototype. This is what
No.
you're getting. Oh. Well, don't send that to me.
Oh, okay.
They sent it to a group in Ireland. For some reason, there's a group in Ireland that were the front of the list, and HasLab sent all of theirs out. So there's a bunch of guys in Ireland who have been unboxing theirs and showing the sound effects and all that kind of stuff right now.
Oh, so they're
random.
literally, some
It
are
came out
shipped and
today.
they're out and being received.
That's so funny how random.
Yeah,
Irish
today,
Ghostbusters.
this group, I don't know the name of the group, but for whatever reason, they were the number one. Theirs went out first. So they're in Europe.
That's amazing.
Exciting.
Wonder how many of them are going to get
Yeah.
pissed drunk and break it by accident.
That was my plan. That's why I want one. I'm going to wear it out. That's why I want one. I'm going to start drinking again. Speaking of which, I guess I should get this ready. At some point here, we'll have cookies. And I figured maybe we'll have a little eggnog.
Oh, ho, ho.
There we go.
I love the
Oh,
glasses.
look at it roll.
Look at it roll.
That is so cute.
What are you talking about? It's brand new.
Yeah, we've already. What do you mean you've seen this? What's a rerun?
I love that. Who the hell is John F. Kennedy? That's always my favorite one. That's so great.
He's an idiot. Comes from upbringing.
Comes from
Lorraine.
you ever have a kid like that, I'll disown you.
Oh,
Who
man.
acts that way, I'll disown you. That's what he said.
Have you been having this at all? Have you had this at all? Or are you
No,
still.
I need to.
Okay.
Thanks.
You were pretty.
Nice.
You were bazonkos earlier.
I was.
All right. There's a button there. This is
know.
that's from our friends at Chill.
Ooh.
Our friends at Chill, CHYLL. That's right.
I like the spelling.
It's a new delivery service. That's a friend of ours. If if you ever need things delivered out to you, I think they're Valley specific, so they probably go to you.
Nice.
What
How
you're having
lovely.
there is premium THC oil, one cartridge, Cure Pen, but it's hybrid Lucky Charms with a Z. Lucky Charms with a Z.
Ah,
I like that one.
All right.
ironic. Talking
like
about
it?
Irish Ghostbusters and Lucky Charms comes up.
Oh, they're always after me, Lucky
Lucky
Charms.
I'm eating candy. I'm having fun.
So those are movies too that they probably couldn't make those these days either, although
Austin
they might
Powers.
make another.
Yeah.
I thought those movies were hilarious, or at least the first one was hilarious
First one was
way back when.
Hysterical.
And then
There are good bits in the second one, but Goldmember, I was like, I think I'm done.
This is what I thought too, but we watched them recently, and I found them all to be quite enjoyable. I mean, like really quite enjoyable. Again, the old man, I get dad jokes and ridiculousness, and the
Right.
when the golf cart's stuck in the hallway.
That's hysterical.
Just
in
all
that.
that stupid stuff, and no, and he's like 50 feet away from the guy.
Yeah, that first
There's a
movie's
lot
a
of great
masterpiece.
comedy in it.
Yeah.
And then I like the second one because it's making fun of the first one, and I love movies that
The
do
Spy
that.
Who Shagged Me. Yeah.
Well, that's making
That
fun.
was
I
the
mean,
second one,
they all
right?
sort of make fun of.
Yeah.
They're all making fun of
thought it was-
the spy genre.
Yeah.
But the second one sort of also makes fun of the first one. They're like, it was so ridiculous. Let's do
We're
this
gonna-
again, even more so.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting and fun seeing Michael Caine as his dad.
Loved it.
That was great.
Yes.
There's only two things I can't stand: is people who are intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Dutch.
And the Dutch.
So funny.
The fact that they got him to do it,
I know.
he's like the best.
He's awesome.
I only know him from that and Just for. So he's the greatest human
I
being
didn't
ever.
get to it. You were the next one. So, what is your favorite
Augie.
Christmas movie?
Probably the Griswolds.
The Griswolds. Okay, but you really enjoy watching.
I love watching Just for.
She loves it. It's on the queue, but I have to save it till like Christmas Day.
Oh my god. Is that the
I'm
one
like-
where they
it's like-
shock him and he comes roaring up out of the
Excuse
water
me.
and goes back down?
Excuse me. This time it's personal.
It's personal.
This is
Ellen
the one
Brody
where-
puts a foot in the water and goes,
That's right. Ellen Brody, come about! Come about! This is the one where the Brodies go to Nassau. Or they go to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
They're in the Bahamas.
Yeah. And Michael Caine's a helicopter pilot.
Airplane pilot, but yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
If it was Elvis, he would have been an airplane pilot. I mean, a helicopter pilot. Shit.
On the water though, whatever those flotation landing things are,
Yeah.
I
The
love it.
pontoons. Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't have, that's not that one. That's the second one that has the helicopter with the pontoons in it. That's the one my
Really?
Yeah.
friend Jeannot directed.
Yeah.
That's the one where with the power line in the.
I still
Oh,
love.
then forget
Go
what
ahead. I know what
said.
you're gonna
I know,
say.
you know what I'm gonna say.
But I want you to say it. Jaws 2, my friend Jeannot directed, which is a hard act to follow after Spielberg.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The yellow barrels on the porch.
At the Brody's house.
Yep.
Did you ever? I pointed out to you every time.
What a wonderful Easter egg.
A wonderful
I'm like,
knowledge.
holy
I
of
know
shit,
the-
that,
him and-
but I get distracted by Mario Van Peebles in there.
That's part 4 again. Teach you how to do your hair.
That's my,
Michael!
I love that
Michael!
one.
I love that
Mario
he,
Pe-
I love that he dies in one and lives in the like the
Yeah.
Which version?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Depending on-
theatrical or the VHS.
Yeah, depending on which night you're up at 2 a.m. watching
I'd
HBO.
only seen one.
She didn't
when
believe
we
me that there was another one.
Nope. I'd only seen the
She
one I
owned the
knew.
DVD and didn't believe me that there was another one.
That's
And I go, hang on, let me
hysterical.
put
Wait,
in the
let me-
DVD.
yeah, yeah.
Let me put in your copy of the DVD because we both had it when we met. Let me put in your copy. We unwrapped it. And she goes, no way. We watched the whole movie through.
Oh, I had no idea.
That is
Like,
so
Jake,
funny.
what are you Oh, it's the best.
It's just
It's so
from Jaws
implausible. I
She
get
goes,
that he
I-
lives.
That's how this started. I only know him from Jaws 4.
but also a Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
He's
Is he?
Scrooge.
Oh, that's worth watching.
It is.
What do you think about Muppets in Space? Because while I didn't like the movie, I thought the story was so beautiful because
was-
it's the Gonzo weirdo
I
story.
didn't need to know where Gonzo came from.
Oh,
Gonzo's
I
not
agree
from
with
space.
that.
He's a
No.
fucking Muppet, just like all the rest of you. I didn't need that origin story. I'll tell you what I loved. The
I didn't
opening,
need that origin.
the opening scene.
Gonzo,
set-
you can keep your
yeah,
backstory.
yeah,
Shut
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Nobody cares, Gonzo.
I have relevant things to say. Shut up, Gonzo. Shut the fuck up, Gonzo. I'm sorry.
We picked up a weirdo.
Because I'm hopping mad. Little arms going up and down. Never is not funny. But the opening scene set to Brick House,
Yeah.
where they're all in the giant Victorian living together,
I
trying to
get
share.
it.
I love that scene.
Okay.
I'm
See,
like,
we are really on opposites sometimes. It's
Really?
funny.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
I thought that opening scene was ridiculous, but I thought the whole like whatever Gonzo's song is when he's like singing out to space,
Yeah.
like someday,
Yeah.
whatever that song is that he sings,
Yeah.
it just melts me.
Interesting.
And then from then on there, I'm just like, oh, okay, well, this is really sweet. But you're right about we don't need to. It's like going to. It's the ET ride. That's what I didn't like about ET ride was we went to ET's planet and I'm like, oh well. Yeah.
yeah, I don't want
It turns out it's really sad here. Yeah, the planet's
Yeah,
dying.
it's
That's
like,
why
oh,
they were looking for other
I want
planets.
to go
Yeah.
home. Interesting. But
Okay.
yeah,
That's my cue. Interesting. The cookies smell delicious.
Yeah, the second batch is almost done, which means that soon you shall have cookies in your face.
nice.
Oh, all right.
Here's a question for you.
Just used there, but also get cookies in your face.
Yep.
Would you consider Ghostbusters 2 a Christmas movie?
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, I like to watch it on New Year's Eve.
yeah.
The truth is, I really do.
Yeah.
Because
They're
it's a
running
New
around
Year's
in
Eve
Santa's
movie.
hats. It's New Year's Eve, and not like it's just there's something about it. I'm like, I'm gonna put this on.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I do understand that. I mean,
I will often watch that and Gremlins back to back.
see, but Gremlins really is a Christmas movie.
Oh, it totally is.
Ghostbusters is a movie that does
It takes
take place
at
during
Christmas time. I wouldn't call it a Christmas movie, but
It's a New Year's movie for sure, though,
Totally,
because it takes
yeah.
place at the finale.
so I feel like it fits in that wheelhouse of time towards the end of the year. That I'll grandfather it in when I watch.
But Christmas isn't made a point in
No,
that movie.
no.
That it's
Aside
not.
from them running around in Santa hats for a couple of scenes.
Then it's not.
Yeah, there's no Chris. There is Run DMC, but it's not Hollis Queens.
It's not.
It's
no,
it's a different one.
There's a couple of references to Christmas, and you see decorations up around the city and stuff, but they don't make a big deal of it.
They literally are running around in
Yeah.
Santa hats though at one point while they're busting ghosts down the street
Yeah.
in Santa hats, like all 4 of them.
That's
And it does
to
obviously
me
take place
seems
New Year's Eve.
timely versus a point of to make it a movie.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a Christmas movie, but it's a movie with Christmas in it.
You know what though? And I agree with all of this, but here's the only. I'm just good devil's advocate. I'll play the defense of why it could be.
Yes.
Because the wrap up, the wrap up for Ghostbusters 2 is the same as a Christmas movie. It is about
Peace
good
on earth,
spirit,
goodwill to men.
everyone getting together, and good thoughts, and
Yeah.
and being better.
Yeah.
And that was their whole point, you know. Everyone said, "What could we do in the city?" They get the Statue of Liberty, and then
Yeah.
they play the song, and they get everybody loving,
Yep.
and then it strikes midnight, and they all start singing "Auld Lang Syne," and it kind of like it does have a moment, even though they don't play that moment in the movie.
It's sort of a Grinch Whoville ending.
The movie or
No, meaning
me
the
and Christmas
original
specials. I never saw
the
that.
original cartoon for they're all gathering in Whoville Square and singing and stuff
I had a
like
better
that.
childhood than me.
Since we're talking about a Bill Murray movie, what about Scrooged?
Oh shit!
Yes.
We have not yet gotten to my favorites. Big time on mine. It's on my top 5. Love
Yeah.
it. That's
Oh,
my favorite of
sorry
the
about
Christmas
that.
carols. No.
But yeah.
It was perfect.
Oh.
Thank you for bringing it up.
That's a good
That's
point.
that's my favorite of the Christmas carols.
Yeah.
That's because it's the best.
But I have not
great.
seen the new one yet with Canada's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, I wonder
I've
how
heard
that
good
is.
things.
I've heard good things also because it's apparently from the perspective of the ghost world.
Interesting.
Yeah, should be good. Let's
That
see.
should be funny.
Let's see if I can find the movie that she didn't know was
Oh.
a holiday movie because
No one mentioned Elf.
Oh, Elf is so fun.
Elf is very enjoyable and also way better than I think it's going to be every single time.
Yep.
And the supporting cast in that is excellent.
Its
I will tell
supporting
you,
cast is
is-
phenomenal.
Is
From
Ray-
James Caan to Ed Asner, are you
I
kidding
know.
me?
Ed Asner as Santa. How genius is that?
Best. Most credible Santa.
Mary Steenburgen.
Again,
Yep.
great and everything.
And I'll tell you what, Zooey Deschanel,
She's solid.
that duet she does with Leon Redbone
Hmm?
is probably my second favorite version of that song. The other one is just Dean Martin because it's just fucking great.
Agreed.
Those are the two versions that don't come off as rapey and creepy to me. But when it's like,
Don't say
Jessica
rapey.
Simpson and Nick Lachey, I'm like, yeah, I'm like, blah, blah, blah.
All right, switching gears. Daddy's Home 2. It's one of my favorite Christmas movies,
So
period, and nobody knows it.
good.
I
Never heard of
I
it.
effing love it.
No way.
I mean, I love it. I'll
That's
watch
the-
it again this year.
The Mark Wahlberg one, yeah.
It's Mark
So
Wahlberg and Will
funny.
Ferrell. They did Daddy's Home, the first one, but in the second one, it's Christmas and their fathers come. So it's Mel Gibson is
Mark
Mark
Mark's
Wahlberg's dad, and then John
John
Lithgow
Lithgow.
is Will Ferrell's dad, and
So
it is so delightful. It is so fucking funny.
That sounds
That's
amazing.
great casting
Actually,
right there.
Kelly made me watch Bad Moms Christmas the other day.
That's on. Okay. This is better than that.
Good.
Bad Moms was funny.
It was funny.
Bad Moms Christmas
But it was
had
the
funny
same
moments.
the same jokes from the first movie, but 5 times longer and over and over and over.
But they
again.
pulled
Like,
the same trick where they brought in all the moms.
all the moms.
From
That's
yeah.
what reminded me of that, and I was like, that's
And I
funny.
remember all the moms were great, but it just didn't add up to be the movie I wanted it to
No,
be.
no.
Who were the mom? One
Christine Baranski, Cheryl Hines, and Susan Sarandon.
Susan Sarandon's great.
She was. What's her name? WandaVision witch is mom.
I count
love- I
Fargo.
love her and I can't-
Most people don't. I count
it's a
Fargo.
Christmas
It's on our
movie.
holiday list. Family Man
is it reasonable?
is a very, very good
That's
movie.
a good one.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Nick
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage and
kidding.
Taylor.
Taya Leone.
Nice.
It's
I
one
have
of
an
those.
important question.
Yeah.
Yes.
What constitutes a Christmas movie for you? Because some of these things are like, well, it takes place in Christmas, and others are like overtly Christmas. So what to you makes it a Christmas movie?
Unfortunately, that's a podcast in and of itself.
I think probably
yeah,
it is.
I can't do that.
That's true. Fair.
But of these, I'm happy to defend any of these that if you think they shouldn't be on there, I'll say why they
No,
are.
I'm just curious, like, and
I think it's a
everyone's
feeling.
Are a little different because I think maybe. I don't know.
I have to agree with Mike here, which is why it's sort of a longer answer. What'd you say, Mike?
I think it's a feeling that you get.
Yep.
Which is hard to then explain
It's
to
hard
somebody
to
like
externalize.
because it makes me feel this way.
Yeah.
That's the most
Yeah, like a
Christmas
lesson
answer you
learned
could give.
or
That's
a,
funny. Yeah, it's the feeling.
I think it must have been Just Friends that didn't strike her as a Christmas movie.
I think
you
so,
were right.
too.
It must have been that because I can't find anything else on here.
Yeah.
Well, because it starts out, in the '80s and goes to L.A. and all that, So
But
it's
I'd
like,
hardcore call that a Christmas.
oh
movie.
yeah,
I mean, there is so much
it
Christmas
definitely
in that.
becomes one the second he lands back home. Yeah. May not start
wasn't
out that
Die
way,
Hard,
but
was
it's a
it?
full-on Christmas movie.
Yeah.
No, it can't be Die Hard because we don't want to start that fight on this show tonight.
Oh, dear God.
Love Actually, folks. How do we feel about Love Actually?
I do like that movie.
I love parts of it.
I do too.
This was on today in the
Love
background
parts.
as well.
I feel like that's another one. I just came to the business late, but I feel like it got pushed because of culturally. It got pushed.
It got pushed because of 9/11.
Yeah, and it was a small movie that became everyone watched it because it was the only thing out holiday-ish, but it was delayed, so it makes more sense earlier.
But do you like it? Is the question.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah,
You love it.
I like that movie.
We watched it too. There's so many holes in it that we were like poking through
Yeah.
left and right. It's not. We both agreed it's not a good movie.
No,
No.
it's-
But there's enough in it that we love so much that we're like, pass,
right.
total pass.
As far as structure
Yep.
goes, you're like the fuck.
There's
but,
no reason it should be 2 hours and
but
15
the
minutes.
moments individually, you're like,
every
it
bit.
just hits you like that,
Yeah, and
my
I
heart
wouldn't-
breaks for Liam Neeson and his son. Like it's.
all of them. They're
And I
all
just
great
get
stories.
sad when I see Alan Rickman now. You know what I mean? I get so melancholy.
I wouldn't because he's gone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pull any of those stories. I would just chop it all up a little bit, just a little bit, tighten it up just a
Do
little.
an editing pass, tighten it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like all those months it spent on the shelf, nobody did that. Nobody looked at it
Agreed.
again. They were like, well, this one's done, so just put that one away.
Just put it out.
It's almost like they wrote a bunch of shorts and made an anthology and edited it together, but didn't really think about the timing.
Yeah, maybe.
It's very
It is
possible.
very episodic as well.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I actually, while we were watching it today, what I was taken with was multi-storylines is hard. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And getting them to interweave is tough. And I really liked some of the moments that they created. The prime minister wouldn't. He's chasing the girl, right? He's chasing the big girl. Would we call her a big girl? Whatever that was. That was hilarious. Like, can't say that anymore.
No.
But he's chasing that girl, so we're driving down the street. Good Lord, it's the longest street ever. It's because of that shit that he ends up going to the sisters,
That
Emma Thompson's
the
recital
the
thing.
concert, yeah.
That she needs him there so much at this point in her life. She needs her brother there because of the stuff with Alan Rickman. There's a lot of mechanics that are very, very good, and that's the stuff I salute. Then
Yeah.
there's some stuff. The shit about being in love with Keira Knightley, lose it.
No.
Nobody's in love with Keira Knightley.
There.
It's awful. I'm sorry, Keira Knightley.
have we talked about The Holiday yet?
No.
No.
That's my wife and I watch that every year at Christmas time as well.
The Jack
love that
Black and Kate, what's her face one?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I haven't
bad.
seen that.
I haven't seen that either, but I'm not a big Jack Black leading man fan.
Oh my God! Oh,
Uh-oh, hang on. Here
everything
it is.
stops.
Well, the weather outside
Yes.
is frightful.
Oh, that's
All
amazing!
right, well, come on and make yourself a seat. Let me get you something to drink.
Thank you
Okay.
so much.
I mean, I'm still baking over there.
Oh, I see.
But I'm happy.
Well, then you do whatever you're doing.
You should take a break and sit.
I mean,
She's like,
Thank
well,
you
I'm
so
baking.
much.
you're so welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Going
lending
over
me the
here on
hat.
this side of the world.
Pretty
I
good.
do have a batch that's in right now, so we're good. And I have a batch on standby, I think. I don't know.
Wow.
Look at you.
Good.
my
We
goodness.
don't mess around in here. you know?
No. Those look amazing. This is very exciting.
Now, I should preface this. These are not American cookies, so while they look like super sweet sugar cookies, they're not super sweet. These are, they're like, they're cookies you can eat a lot of.
That's great.
Yes. I don't
my
know, they're-
favorite type of
they're
cookie.
Israeli
Instagram any of
cookies. Oh, shit. Sorry, Instagram. Listen.
See how hard it is to keep all this shit straight?
You
It's not
saw-
easy, is it?
It is.
Saw my hands were full.
Oh, yeah.
Here, you can,
Oh, yeah. You're right about one.
I put that in a very terrible spot
Oh,
to give to you.
here you are. Hi.
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 Welcome back. Wow, this is beautiful.
That is gorgeous. It's
This
almost the
is-
plate's almost too pretty to eat.
Nope.
We picked up a weirdo. Excuse me.
Always.
That elf hat looks great on you.
Thank you.
That's perfect.
Look at the.
Oh,
A little higher. There we go.
Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
I feel bad that Canada Mike can only see them.
Yeah.
Oh, Canada Mike can't see them?
No, that he can only see them.
Oh, well, I was.
He cannot partake in
Oh,
the
I
feast we
that's a
have
good
here.
point. Yeah.
We'll
It's
have
all right,
that
my
for
friend.
you,
My
buddy.
time will come.
Yeah, your time
It will.
come.
It
You have
will.
to- I was talking to Candy. She said you guys.
You'll
might
get
be
what's
coming
coming
here
to
soon,
you.
So
Nice.
So you take one.
Do it.
Oh, not that one. I'm just kidding. I can't believe these are freshly made right here and
no,
now.
you
For
have, please.
What? You gotta
I'll
have
go
one though.
last. No, I go last. You guys
Okay.
all.
I'll take this one.
Have some.
I want this one.
There you go.
I don't want the fallopian tube one.
You don't want the you don't want the uteri?
Uteroo.
Uteroo?
Rotaroo.
Rotaroo.
All right.
Did you not have one? Oh, cheers. Do we have to? Let's not do
No,
that.
No.
that's-
That's
Ridiculous. You're cheersing cookies. Hi, everybody.
Oh.
Oh, shit. What, you don't like them?
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh,
No,
looks great.
Good.
This is perfect. I hate the ones that are too
Looks
sweet.
great.
But you see
This
how you
is-
should eat like, a lot of them.
That's why she made 3 batches.
I
Oh
have
yeah.
like a lot of batches. I don't even know how many. It just makes like a jar.
There we go.
But you really can sit there and just eat these. And because they're not super sweet, you kind of don't notice.
Mine is slathered in sugar.
It's got
I
sprinkles
did-
on it.
I did add the sugar.
You're
on.
tasting the sprinkles.
It's
It's
delicious.
not in the cookie though.
It's delicious.
It's not. It's like shortbread almost. It's really really good.
Yeah, these did. It's been a really long time since I've made these. I couldn't tell you last time I made these or baked.
Well,
But
I
it is like
appreciate you
shortbread.
dusting off the recipe because it's really good.
Anybody want any
Yay.
eggnog?
I'm glad you like it.
Sure.
Sure.
I have alcoholic and non-alcoholic.
It'd be unneighborly not to.
I have some with it that's got booze in it, and some doesn't.
No booze, please.
No booze for you.
Correct.
Is Batman
wanted in a-
Returns
in a
a
this?
Christmas movie?
Yes,
That's so
please.
These are from some people's favorite Christmas movie.
I love.
These are from well, Christmas Vacation, but technically they would have been bought during the first movie
Oh.
The vacation movie.
because
right?
these are from Wally World,
Oh,
where they went and visited their Wally Moose.
completely Wally. Oh.
You can pass that. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Here, hang on. I got fixins here.
Fixins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my goodness.
cinnamon and
Little cinnamon
nutmeg.
nutmeg, yeah. And then there's a little bit of a Ready Whip if anybody wants it.
Please.
Yes.
This is just delightful.
He makes
This
the
is so
best
great.
stuff.
He makes the best stuff.
Yeah, he does.
I don't get a lot these days. He, what's that word? Supersedes anything I could have hoped for.
I try to.
I mean, look at that.
Love that. Love that.
I try to make everything an event because we don't get to do as much as we used to do.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, all right, well, food. I'll make it.
Understood completely.
Take something simple and make it fancy, just because it's whatever. You get it.
I'm going to take the booze. I'm curious to taste the booze.
Oh, you are?
What is it? What kind of booze are we talking about?
The alcoholic kind.
Oh.
Evan Williams, original Southern eggnog. But this is Southern Comfort eggnog without alcohol.
What
I
kind
know.
of alcohol do you put in eggnog? I mean, it's dairy, so I can only have a sip anyway.
I think maybe rum. Do they do?
I was gonna say rum. I
Maybe.
think
Or bourbon?
something like
One of the browner
Kentucky
liquids.
Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Made with
Ooh.
Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, blended whiskey, rum, and brandy. 15% alcohol by
Holy
volume.
shiznit.
30 proof. It's almost no. It's 30 proof. It's almost nothing.
No, I don't like it, so. The dairy's going to do more to me.
Oh no!
than the-
But I.
Oh, no.
Here, but you're.
Oh!
Or I just.
Oh,
Makes
how did
sense.
this happen?
It's perfect. It's perfect. And it's the left.
I'll take that one.
Listen, the left antler is the one that works. I'm a lefty. It's great.
All right.
And also, I'm the only one with booze in it. So
Oh, all right. Yeah, that one's already broken. Yeah, good call.
exactly.
She makes great points. Agree with everything this lovely lady says.
Well, I think we're dealing with a lack of a point.
And
over there.
bring
So
cookies.
you, yeah, I have no point. Do you? This is you can't have this, or you want this?
I mean, I'm having it anyway. Just a tiny bit.
Just gonna go right down.
The whippets. That's what's going to be happening by the end of this
Right.
show.
Oh, is that it? We're doing
Whippets
whippets?
and cookies.
Happy holidays, everybody. Well, here's that.
pass
Sorry.
this on.
Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Your moose mug.
Here's that.
This is so cute.
I love this.
Thanks for making cookies.
Yes.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Happy holidays.
Up there, we got producer Mike up there is having a sip of water with him.
There we go. I'll be gentle so we don't lose it.
Thank you, sir.
Producer Mike. Wait, you just mixed. Oh, there he is.
Haha.
Cheers. Oh my God, look at these boobs.
That's awesome.
Look at your face.
Picked the wrong time to grow a damn beard.
Oh no. How do I get in here?
Exactly.
Get down on this. Oh
It's
my
tasty.
goodness. Oh God, that's great.
Can I refill your eggnog, Eddie? Get you something to eat? Drive you out the middle of nowhere? Leave you for dead?
Do you know? I read an article today that somebody did up a Christmas decoration of Uncle Eddie dumping
The shitter was full?
shit into the sewer, and like with a cigar and the hat and the robe and everything. And the neighbors called the cops, said that there was some dude out in his bathrobe.
Oh, that's great.
And the police came.
Some
and-
moron in his
Yeah,
bathroom.
Yeah. Some asshole
Some jackass is outside.
emptying his into
Chemical
my sewer.
toilet, yeah. I
Sewer.
wow.
Wow.
Yours was
Wow.
good.
This is so good.
I love
So
that is Betty Boop's last movie.
It was her last movie?
Yep.
Really?
I didn't realize
Make
that.
Crystal. Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know who she played in the movie?
No.
Is your house on fire, Clark?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's Betty Boop.
That's Betty Boop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, think of her from Roger Rabbit.
Factory.
It's
Oh,
been
yeah.
kind of slow since cartoons went to color.
But I still got it, Eddie.
Oh,
Yeah, you still got it.
You still got it, Betty. I love that movie.
I'm just so
God, that movie.
Anybody want to know what our favorites are?
Yes.
We have two.
the notes.
We have two when it comes to the feel-good family movies that that are sort of off the beaten path. Don't make fun of a stutterer. Very uncouth to make fun of a stutterer. Can't do that anymore.
You're not a stutterer. Well, now you're doing it on purpose.
Am I?
You do.
I don't think this is for that. It wasn't going for a while there.
We haven't even had any.
Yeah, black and white and black and green. There's no black.
Maybe I don't drink eggnog, but this is so good.
Let me
I
load
haven't
you
had-
up again. Here, bring it
Yeah,
over
baby,
here.
I got more cookies for
Sure.
I haven't had eggnog in maybe 10 years, and I'm glad I waited because this is a good glass of it. I'm gonna have another.
Oh
you.
yeah.
Get it.
Ah.
I'm gonna take those up to GBBC tomorrow. So if you're coming up to the crest, have a cookie.
Yep. And if you want them to hear you, just I mean, they can probably hear you, but I know you project.
Testing.
Hey Jay, are there YouTube comments tonight? I feel like there might be.
So many, man. I'm so sorry. There were. We
Sibilants.
got to some before, but then I. All right. Let me go back a little bit here. Let's see. Somebody says you are. Thank you, Irene. All of you are Christmas sexy. Thank you, Irene.
Yes, love it.
Together 20 years and finally got married last July. Oh, that's from me saying
Wow.
before I asked. I wasn't sure they were married or not. Such a party vibe tonight. What's up, Manuel?
Oh, we love you.
Sean, a thrill of my life was watching The Simpsons record cold read 4 times. I will get to know your voices.
Oh,
Excited.
that must have been killer.
Well, you worked on
That-
some pretty killer
wow.
things. Can I toot your horn for a little bit and say, I remember when we were building cars and you were working on some movies where the scratch you were doing every week I saw you go, well, I was in the booth with Garry Shandling this week. And I
Oh,
go,
yeah.
okay. And then another one, I was in the booth with Steve Carell this week, and
Yep.
another one. And the names got more and more advanced.
It was insane. I had no business being in the rooms that I was in, yet there I was.
I think that's not true. I think you do have business because of your talent. You're able to do all of their other voices. You were doing scratch with all these people for the recordings of these movies. What's interesting to me is that you're just as talented as all those people, and they're like, they keep replacing your voice. Unless you did a lot of additional voices. Actually, that's
Yeah, no,
that's
I
one
get
of the
they kept me as incidental voices and stuff, but most of the people that I was doubling for were the stars in the movies. So,
But you're
Then I
playing
kept-
like Will Smith and Robert De Niro and shit.
it was great. But I'll tell you the one that I had the most fun with, if we're telling stories out of the the recording booth.
We are.
Can I have a cookie?
Oh yes.
You don't have to
Need-
pause it.
needs
I'm
a
doing it.
cookie for this.
Take two, please.
Yeah.
That's the one for you, the fallopian tube. Enjoy that.
Man.
Sean, one of my youngest favorite movies of all time is Over the Hedge.
Oh no, kidding.
That's the one we were
Yeah.
talking about.
Carlton now and
So
then.
cute.
I'll still say, but I like the cookie to him, and he will crack up laughing.
like the cookie. Steve God, he was great in that. But I'll tell you, the person that I had the most fun reading with on Over the Hedge was Garry Shandling, because he was just amazing. My second favorite, and I would have said first, but Garry Shandling, God rest his soul. But I got to read with William Shatner like 4 or 5 times, and God damn,
Was he in Over the
that
Hedge?
fun. Yeah, he was the possum dad that kept fainting.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah, and Avril Lavigne played his daughter.
But we would have been working with him at the same time then, because I was at David
you
E.
were on
Kelly then.
Boston.
It was on. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the practice that became Boston Legal.
Yeah, he was playing the one with Alzheimer's, right? I heard.
Denny Crane.
I heard. I didn't see many of the episodes, but he won like all sorts of Emmys and stuff for that.
He won
didn't
a few
Yeah,
years. Yeah,
that's great.
He was nominated, I think, every year.
Shatner was amazing, but I'll tell you, the most intense and fun scratch that I ever got to record with was on the Bee Movie. Because I was doing scratch on the Bee Movie,
With Jerry or. Yeah.
and
Oh,
so
I don't know if I knew that.
So I get into the scratch booth one day,
Altman.
and the director, Steve Hickner, comes in. He goes, all right, so I got to record scratch. Blah, blah, blah. And he goes, all right, now, here's what you got to do. He goes, don't go off script. Jerry hates it when you ad-lib. Don't go off script. Don't make stuff up. Just, do it in blah, blah. And I'm saying, well, I mean, it's not
Sounds
like
like Spike, who you're doing right now.
well, he has sort of a voice like that. He's a
No, but
great
who
character.
was it? Who was it that you're doing right now?
Oh, his name was Steve Hickner. He was the director
Oh, I
of
see.
the
Okay,
film.
I'm sorry.
So then he's saying all this stuff. I'm like, well, I mean, Steve, it's not going to be a problem. I mean, you guys are here at the session. He goes, oh no, Jerry directs. I went, what?
Yep.
What?
All the time.
Because he was at the studio. He was there.
Yeah.
And if he's doing dialogue, doing scratch, and it's dialogue that he wrote, he was in the booth. I was stunned. And he came right into and he didn't go into the booth. He wasn't in the control room. He came into the booth and
With you.
sat in the chair and read with me because I was doing scratch voices that day. And I was like, what the fuck Twilight Zone am I in right now?
This is amazing. Thank
That's
you.
insane. So, but the problem is I had done so much scratch for so many productions at DreamWorks, I was used to them.
Oh my God, they're hot. Amazing.
I was used to them letting me riff.
Amazing. Oh,
So
right.
I was always
So you would
coming up-
find it.
Yeah, and I'd do alt takes.
They're like, no, we're
go
ready.
rogue. And
Opposite of Shandling.
no, but I totally kept just to the stuff at first with Seinfeld when he was in there, and just because it was me, I threw a tag on at the end of one of the jokes by accident, and I could see their eyes pop in the booth, like, oh no. But Jerry laughed, and he went, "That's funny." He goes, "Do that again," and you saw all the booth sit down, like, "Oh, this has never happened before." And I'm like, "Well, thank Christ." I was like, because it was accident, like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, "Oh shit!" And every single scratch session after that, Jerry would come into the booth and sit down, and it was just what I could tell immediately from the dude was you could tell he just loved. I think the thing he loved more than anything else was to sit around and laugh and tell stories with people.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could tell that's what he liked to do, and if it was a good group, and he could tell good stories, and they could banter with him back, I think he was happiest. But a lot of times, people were so uptight around him.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be a hard energy to be around anyway. Everyone's like pretending not to look at you, but they're looking at you.
He literally talks about that.
Oh, does he really?
He talks about how
kidding.
when you get to a certain level, everybody around you is
I could see
putting on a false, even though it's generally good, they're all being. It's
You could tell, and it was kind of exhausting to watch on his behalf. I'm like, I was like, this poor guy. I felt the same way when I was coming out of LA studios once because we were having a recording for Shark Tale there, and there was this crowd of people running up the street. I thought it was like a race or a marathon or some shit. And it was, bright out LA, so I couldn't quite tell. I could see the figure getting closer and closer and closer. I'm like, well, son of a bitch, that's Brad Pitt. And I thought,
That son of a bitch.
I was like, what the? And then I realized they were at the same time while we were doing Shark Tale, they were doing some pickup recordings for Sinbad in the next studio over, still at
Sinbad?
L.A. Yeah, the animated 2D one.
You want to take
I
the
was
whole
gonna
plate?
put it down. No,
You
for
can,
you.
I'll put it down.
He was doing, because DreamWorks did the 2D animated Sinbad with Catherine Zeta-Jones and him. So he was coming there to record pickup lines.
I can't believe
and-
I don't remember that one.
And I flung the door open. I was like, they're in Studio 2. And he made it just in time, right as the paparazzi go, I went, fuck off. And I closed the door. And he sat there for like what seemed like the longest 2 seconds just with his eyes closed. And I said, sorry, dude, they're down the hall to the left. He went, thanks, man. And I was like,
Yeah.
that poor bastard can't even go to 7-Eleven
Not a fun
and
existence.
buy Tic Tacs. Like, you're trapped
Yeah. It's a hell of an existence.
when you're that big. But no, rude, chewing on the air.
Well, then, I'll take it back.
But no,
because
Seinfeld was
there's
great.
these. You're the one who wanted to tell us about Seinfeld.
I just wanted to
We'll never understand.
reiterate how nice some of these people are.
I'm very happy to hear that, but I think it was you who was of the caliber that was. It really comes down to, can you play with us? And if you can play with us, then you're cool.
I will
Yes.
agree with you on that. Can you hang in the room? I'll even take it. Yeah, can you
It's-
just hang?
It's
yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
The verbiage is, are you a good hang?
Yep. You.
Yeah.
Old her and her job, you mean? Oh, fuck yeah. Everybody just wanted to have her around.
Yeah. Because those rooms
Not
are
that you
hard.
weren't doing great work, too, but like they wanted to have her around.
Those rooms are hard enough to be in. Normally, you want to know that you're in a room with family and allies that you can trust.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
that's
you-
invaluable.
So from the outside, you have to earn that place, and that's important, and that's so
Good luck.
underrated, but it's really important.
I know our set's huge.
My arms are too short. Thank you.
Hey, Sean, is Batman Returns a Christmas movie?
See that the answer is yes.
Yeah.
It's worked into the plot
It
left and right.
It totally is.
Even though I don't I wouldn't go to that one and say, "Oh, yes, totally." But
No.
but I would say yes.
When they drop the Christmas princess on the box and all the bats come out. The
There's
tree.
a shit. The whole
There's a
thing is
lot.
Christmas.
Yeah.
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 I mean, they're under in the thing to get away from the Christmas parade and all that other crap. So maybe no.
God,
not
it's
a
been
Christmas
forever
parade.
since I've seen
Christmas
that. I should
is like sugar. It's just kind of everywhere.
everywhere
It just kind of sneaks its way into everything.
sprinkled in, flavoring the world.
Sprinkled in.
Okay. Neither of these will be popular.
Okay.
These are two that we love, but we love telling other people to watch
My
them
head's
because
getting
we
hot
we think they're both genuinely good.
Which ones?
One is called, and they're both family movies. They're like, going home for the holidays type things. One is called Love the Coopers.
I've heard of that. I haven't seen it. You mentioned it to me as well recently.
It's very solid. It's not perfect. There's a reason it's not like one of the number ones, whatever. But it is so fun. The cast is excellent. There are hilarious moments, like really, really fun moments. And overall, it's just a delightful watch. It's just not too much of anything. It's a really fun ride. Really, really great family moments.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Good dysfunction, good function. Like, not too much of anything. You know that Home for the Holidays movie you guys like? Way too much dysfunction to actually enjoy for the holidays. You just you get so depressed and agita and anxiety.
Yeah.
This is not that. And then the other one that
You
I
and me
love
on
telling
that
people.
movie.
Oh, go ahead. You want to talk about Home
No,
for the Holidays?
maybe not.
Lauren Hunter, Rachel Hunter.
Lord Lundy.
No,
Jesus, what the hell is
I
it?
screwed it up. It's not Laura, I think.
Hunter. Holly Hunter.
Holly Hunter.
I
Yep.
screwed it up with Laura.
Holly Hunter
Robert Downey
and
Jr.
Bancroft. Robert Downey Jr.
And
Steve
Bancroft.
Gutenberg.
Yeah, so you know it's good.
Steve Gutenberg.
93 or something, right?
Yeah.
80s maybe, right? Or
80s,
1990.
Charles Durning is the dad. He's fantastic.
Well, he is a legend. He's like
He's-
Ed Asner good.
he's so
in
good.
everything. He's always solid.
But yeah, like Jay had said before, I think if you grew up in a home like that, that's why that movie appeals
It
to you.
resonates because it's comforting in the weirdest way.
In the weirdest, dysfunctional way.
I said that to both of you
Yeah.
off the air because I
Yeah.
thought you were both like that movie was like a nipple to you guys. You were
But this is where I don't see things
With
for
sour curdled milk coming out.
But if you don't
Taste
look
the
at
sad.
things for how they're categorized, like Stepford Wives, that I didn't know was a horror movie. I thought it was just a movie. So I learned about a place I didn't know about.
Yeah.
So you can do that with holiday trauma also,
Yeah.
if you want to.
Yep.
And that's a movie to do it with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not these ones.
The other one I love, and I stand by saying it is just a great movie, and most people don't know it, and it's called The Family Stone.
Oh.
So good.
I save this one to watch every year. Like, we save it to watch for Christmas Eve. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
you
like,
said it's a great
I
movie.
love
I
it
haven't
so
seen it
much
yet.
that, like, I don't want to burn through it. I love this movie. It's so good.
That's when he brings home his girlfriend engaged for Christmas. Is that it?
I
always screw it up.
The movie is about the family dynamic, the dynamics of family. But yes, one of the kids, the cast again is insanely
Another
good.
great ensemble.
Yeah, in fact, I think the mom is the same in both. Isn't Diane
Dan Keaton.
in both
Oh,
of
I
them,
love
right?
that.
Yeah.
Keaton is a national treasure.
So in Love the Coopers, it's
Olivia.
please stop for 1 second. We're talking about the husbands in I'm sorry, I'm not trying to, but I'm trying to think of something myself here. The husbands are John Goodman in Love the Coopers and Craig T. Nelson in Family
God,
Stone.
I love Craig T. Nelson.
And you're right about now the supporting cast, fine, but we don't need to really go through all that, do we?
No.
We're talking about the Family Stone now. It's you tell me because I don't remember. You were nailing it. You were
I
nailing
don't. I just remember her, and
Putting my hat on.
clearly I wanted to let everyone know.
it. But she's in the other movie. She's not in Family Stone. She's in the other movie.
I think she was in The Godfather.
Anyway, love the Family Stone. Enjoy it if you like. I'll talk about it next year.
It sounds like there's a couple of Christmas movies I got to get caught up with that I haven't seen, so that's nice.
Well,
It seems like I get into the rut where I just watch the same ones every year and forget that there are new ones that come out, and then you discover them. Like like I'll discover The Family Stone probably this year. I'm like, oh,
But
I
this
can't
was
believe
20
I
years
missed
old.
this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Right, because you were working on Over the Hedge and
Doing
stuff
whatever
at
the
the
hell
time,
I was
right?
doing.
The Santa Claus we brought up. How about Scent of a Woman, guys? Do we consider that a Christmas movie?
I haven't seen that in forever.
I'm asking. Do we consider it one?
I
Takes
never
place
ha-
over Christmas break.
I'd have to see
I've
it
never
again.
thought of it that way.
Okay. But it does take place over Christmas time. That's why the movie
been so long.
They're together because everyone has gone home for Christmas
That's
break.
right,
and
and
that's
he's
why.
got to watch after him.
Oh,
Situational.
right.
I haven't seen
They
that
drive the
one.
Ferrari. He's blind and he gets him to drive the Ferrari. It's so good.
Yeah, you know what?
It's a long movie. It's a commitment to watch
a
because it's a heavy one, but
Chris-
it's so good.
O'Donnell.
Robin, Chris O'Donnell. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, he's great. He's actually a really good actor. He got his ass handed to him.
Don't judge him on
after-
Robin.
After
What about
Batman.
Reign Over Me?
wasn't his fault.
Oh wow,
I've never seen it.
wow.
Heavy,
Yeah,
Real
well,
heavy, real good.
but
Real
kind of
heavy.
dark comedy too, because it's Adam Sandler and fantastically talented black guy from Boogie Nights,
Don Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
Yeah,
Yeah, great.
he might be the best part of Boogie Nights.
Don Cheadle's phenomenal.
I mean, it's
It's hard
hard.
to find
There's
the
so
best.
many good, but I mean, every scene he's in, I just
Anything in the first half to me is
where he's
amazing. The
picking up
second
the
half
cookies.
is the most depressing.
He's so
The second half of that movie is like Home for the Holidays. The Ref.
not seen that.
Oh,
With,
good pull.
Dennis
Oh, Dennis
Leary.
Leary.
Leary, yeah.
Good pull.
I didn't know that was a Christmas movie.
Same thing. It's
Takes place.
it's a holiday break. What do you call that? A home invasion over the holidays.
Jesus.
See, there's so many
But it's very
movies that
funny.
are like, oh,
But you know, sweet.
Yeah, but good.
Yeah.
The Night Before,
I don't think I've seen that.
oh, that one's funny.
An older new.
So,
Seth Rogen?
so
couple
good.
years old, entertaining. It's the Seth Rogen crew
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
a Christmas movie. It's very
Okay,
entertaining.
interesting.
Polar Express.
Or-
I know
Can't-
this one's going to be
do it.
polarizing.
Yeah.
Ah.
Dad joke.
One of my favorites. It's in my top 5.
I can't do it.
Believe.
You believe. You believe I can't watch that thing.
You being the craft that you're in, I would totally understand how you wouldn't be
I-
able to physically watch it. If you could ever listen to it on like a car ride across country or something like that, like just listen to the audio, I think you'd love the movie because the music's
Interesting.
great, the story's great, all the stuff is great. The animation is tough
It's-
to watch. And being that's your craft, I can't
Yeah,
imagine.
I just.
It was
The guy
motion
doing,
capture,
doing
right?
The plate jugglings. I'm like, kill me.
We shot it at that stage where we
I
went
know,
down and
yeah.
brought the DeLorean
Yeah,
to
I know.
Zemeckis. But it's motion capture, right?
Yeah, it's
Motion
total mocap. But yeah, I love the Chris Van Allsburg book so much. You know, that thing won the Caldecott Award. I mean, so every fucking one of his books won the Caldecott Award.
That's
But
why I know it.
Yeah.
Because it was like they in every school
gold-
and every
yeah.
had the gold
Yep.
stamp on it, and it was a special
I just
book.
used to get lost in those illustrations and all.
Still
the
do.
stuff. Jumanji is a spooky book, man. That's a creepy ass
But
book.
before we shift,
Sorry, yeah.
like
I know we're talking about Polar Express.
hurling,
man. Yeah,
hurling
never
cats
mind.
in here.
Never
But
mind.
Jumanji. No.
And
That's,
then-
it's what we do. It's what we do.
Yeah.
But I can't.
Polar
I
Express.
don't have the stamina to the mental memory to remember what the hell we're talking about though.
It's Polar Express.
And
It's a
what
Christmas
about it?
movie.
Who remembers?
You love it.
There's a reason I was going to tell you something about
Tell
it.
me.
I don't remember. You're
The
so
animation.
Were you
No,
going to tell me
it
something?
wasn't that. No, I can't remember.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to
Don't be.
derail you.
Don't be. Serendipity, one of our all-time
I
favorites.
love-
Oh,
Never
man.
seen it.
That's a
What
good
is the
one.
matter with you? It's
I-
one of the sweetest movies that's
Really?
ever
I have
existed.
who's in it?
John Cusack
Kate
and Kate
Beckinsale.
Beckinsale and Molly Shannon and
Tom Brady's
Wow.
ex with Bridget Moynihan.
yeah, but the
love
guy who
Molly
plays the
Shannon.
best friend in everything.
Pivot.
Artie Lang.
Artie
Artie
Lang.
from you were right, Piven.
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 Oh, what?
Jeremy Piven.
Jeremy Piven.
Sorry.
Hey,
He's the
Jenny
best
Slater.
friend
Hey, Jenny
in
Slater. Hey, Jenny Slater.
Yeah, he's the best friend in that we like. What's that one? The Hitman? Gross Point Blank. He's the
That's-
Hitman. He's the and then we just watched Family Man. He's the best friend in that.
So funny.
And then we just watched Serendipity. He's the best friend in that.
I'll tell you what,
Yep.
as for an Aykroyd fan, that's one of his brilliant performances, and everyone
Popcorn.
overlooks that all the time. Yeah, popcorn.
Bing, bing, bang, bang, boom.
Yeah,
Popcorn.
Yeah. Don't you listen to him, honey. I love that. I can hardly aim through the tears, blank. Pop, 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 pop.
Criminy, we've gone almost 2 hours here.
Have
Holy
we?
crap. All right, so there's
We do that a
such a
lot.
party vibe tonight. Irene says, Sean, we did that. All right, let's see. Jay, you must love The Office, but I won't. I won't do it because I want you to development. Great, Dwight. Okay. Bad Santa is the best Christmas movie. I'm sorry, everybody. I got these buried.
While you were sleeping.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah, that's right,
That's a
with
good
Sandra
one.
Bullock.
Funny hats. Thank you, Cat. Love the hats. Mike wins the internet today. You got to
Oh,
watch
yeah.
earlier. You
Oh,
have no
yeah.
idea how many hats he has worn today.
Yeah.
So
He's-
many hats.
He brought his hat game.
TMC. Okay.
We were not even prepared for how
Jason is
amazing
Cat.
it was.
Oh, this is hilarious. So Jason is Cat DeLorean. When we
Yeah.
see Cat DeLorean, it's actually Jason Seymour, Cat DeLorean's husband, and DMC Kid is Cat,
That's
who is now saying Cat is Jason.
That is hysterical.
Because both of us talking
Talking
as me was confusing. Michael Caine's bitten gold member always made me laugh. This is how buried we are. I'm sorry, everybody. Someone says nice.
I like
I enjoyed Violent Night immensely. Can't wait. I can't wait to see that. Very excited for
That's
Violent
new,
Night.
isn't it?
David Harbour, man.
He's great in everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he's incredible.
He's the Stranger Things guy,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's not a
He-
family movie. It's brutally violent. It's also hilarious and completely in the Christmas
Inappropriate?
spirit. In the Christmas spirit. Sorry, I have the whole thing.
Or
down here.
both.
I have the whole thing down here. In the Christmas spirit.
That's so funny.
Anyone here seen Violent Night? I know
Not
you
yet.
haven't. Mike?
Nope.
No.
We waiting for home video on this one? We'll watch it next year. Is that the
I've
deal?
just been-
HBO Go?
Just picking up the pieces from the past. It just came out, right?
Just put your head back.
Nobody's
Yeah.
mentioned Home Alone yet.
She likes that. There you go. There you go.
Nice.
How about Home Alone? Do we like Home Alone
Yeah,
or
we
not?
talked about that.
That's
Love.
one of mine.
Yep.
Love.
Oh, that reminds me of something I was going to say.
Except that I do cry every time, just like,
Oh, of course you do.
yeah, okay, the old man.
Oh, yeah.
The old man and his
When he's hugging his
kid.
son?
Oh, my God. Looking through the window.
Waves at Kevin.
Oh, my God. Forget it.
Catherine O'Hara. I'm
like,
talk about Catherine
She
O'Hara.
that might be her best film, and that's hard to pick because she
Oh.
is so
God.
good in everything. But
She's barely in it.
she's
She's
fantastic.
barely
The
in
time
it,
that
and yet
she's
she
in it.
is so memorable.
Boy, does she make
so
an impression.
Memorable. I mean, that's it,
Yeah.
right?
I
She's
guess.
incredible.
That locked off shot when God, she's gorgeous. Where she's like Kevin, and
Yeah.
with the soft focus, and it's got the depth of field, and she's just sort of just staring into his eyes. I'm like, oh God, that's adorable.
She's just, I mean, she's a fucking queen.
Yeah, she's great.
Catherine O'Hara.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with you guys. I'm not like a Catherine O'Hara hater, but I had no idea the love that's going on here. This is
No, I do-
immense.
that's one of my-
Beetlejuice as well.
See, I would go to that as her most
she's
memorable.
so good. I like both of them.
Delia Dietz is way
Delia,
more memorable
she's-
than
You're right,
Kevin's mom.
but easily
All
doesn't
the
even
Chris
have a
Guest
name.
two of her
movies.
top 5 performances.
Yeah.
Say again, Mike.
All the Chris Guest movies. She is so great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. I agree with
Also,
that.
Schitt's Creek.
Shit's
Jesus,
cool.
yeah.
Didn't we still haven't? That's The Office for another Office for me.
I think it is.
the
It's
first
another
couple
office for a lot of people.
episodes. The thing is, her uncle. That's his show. Her uncle
Kidding.
greenlit that show. I mean, it's Dan Levy's show.
That's
but
amazing.
Her uncle was the president of Pop, and he had worked with Dan Levy in Canada. And Levy.
Leave it.
Yeah.
And
Eugene's son.
Eugene's son, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Eugene's son.
What a
And,
week I'm
So
having.
he said that's why every time.
Together.
So he came to him and said, "What do you think? You want to do this?" He said, "Yes, let's do it. I want to do it. I'm the president of this network now. Let's do this."
Damn.
And so he greenlit it and made it the fucking hit that it is. But I the first few episodes, I was like, I kind of get it. And even though I love all these people, I kind of whatever. But everyone says you need to get over that hump
Yep.
because then it gets
Yep.
really good.
That's what I've heard about a lot of shows like that. Like,
Are you not? But you've seen it or no?
I have. I'm having the same problem as you with Schitt's Creek.
Oh.
I know she's great in it. I know she's won shit tons of awards. I can't, but I've sat down to watch it a couple of times. I'm like, no, I'm gonna have to try it again.
Really?
Try it again. You know,
Wow.
I can't.
What do you think it is about?
But I was the same way with
show?
The Office, and then I got over that hump, and it clicked, and now I can recite every episode.
Is it just,
Two
do you
questions.
feel like you don't have
Wait, hey,
patience?
honey, we can't all do this at the same time.
Sorry.
Can't hear you, Peach.
Did you see the British Office?
I started it after
Ah.
I saw The American Office.
That'll
No.
Ruin
No.
it.
It did.
I saw it first,
It did.
and that's why I didn't like the.
And I
American
had to
one.
do a
Yep.
palate cleanser and go back. What I had to do is get into the fact that it is so brutal, and David Brent is such a totally unredeeming character in so many ways, where Michael Scott is truly innocent and sweet. But it's so, some of the jokes are just brutal, and the reactions, the look on poor, is it Dawn? Is that the girl's name? Who plays the
don't know.
Pam? You know, just her expressions when David Brent says shit to him, like it's hard to watch. I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad for these people.
It's what's her name from Studio 60?
She was also in Shaun of the Dead, right?
Yeah. She's great. They're all great.
They're all
but
great.
The Office, the American Office doesn't start, as far as I'm concerned, till season 2.
Hang on, who from The Office is on Studio 60? I challenge this right now.
Who means the British Office?
Hold
Oh,
on.
he's right, Lucy.
the-
yeah,
Lucy. He's right.
Lucy,
yeah, you're right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry, Lucy Punch? No, that's the different Lucy, but Lucy somebody.
yeah.
I gotcha. All
By
right,
the
now
way, every
Arielle.
year-
Arielle had a question in the kitchen.
Arielle.
What is it about Schitt's Creek and The Office that you feel like you can't get yourself to watch it? Is it because you're not connecting to it? Is it because you don't like what you're seeing? Do you dislike the characters? Like, what's going on there? What's the challenge there for you?
Which one of us is answering?
You go first.
Well, I love The Office now. Schitt's Creek, I'm not sure. I can't even put my finger on it. Maybe it's the tone. Maybe I'm just not in the right mood for it, because I know everybody on it is brilliant. And everybody on it I like. And I'm like, this should check every box in my head, and I'll sit
If
and
you
watch it.
add
I'm
up
like,
all these pieces, the sum should be greater than the whole,
Right.
not worse.
Right.
I agree.
And I can't get past it with Schitt's Creek, but I got past it with The Office, and now, like I said,
But you're turned off by it when you're watching it? Is that what's happening? You're like,
not
yeah.
turned off, just not engaged,
Okay, that's fair.
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
seems
and then
like
what
we
was
should
it
be.
about?
We should.
'Cause if you started that way about The Office, was there something that created that shift for you, or was it just you were in the right mood and it was good?
I was in the right mood, and I think it was around, I don't remember what episode it was specifically, but it was one of the ones that I was literally like belly laughing as I was watching it, both uncomfortably, because I'm uncomfortable what I'm watching, and because it's hysterically funny. And I mean, I was just like, all right, I think I get it now. And then Kelly and I watched 3 more episodes after that one, and we're like, yep. And then it was every night. It was like, let's put on The Office, and
Okay. You know what?
maybe it was watching it with my wife that made it.
Totally. Sometimes
be.
it is
Yeah.
having the bounce off
Having
somebody
the bounce
else.
off, yeah.
And it's a more enjoyable experience.
And my wife
What ab-
doesn't belly laugh much. She'll chuckle, but The Office makes her like bark out loud, and I love that. So it's a lot of fun. So.
Such a show of the people, though. it's such a. Anyway,
Oh, I know. And I avoided it for, usually when everyone's into something, I'm like,
but the same thing to Arielle's question and to your point from the other thing.
Yes.
The same thing happened to us with Soccer Show with Jason Sudeikis, Ted Lasso.
oh, Ted Lasso. I hear that's hysterical.
It's wonderful, and
Is
we
it?
both are converted. But it
Interesting.
took 3 or 4 episodes.
Yep.
Or more. I mean, it took a few episodes for us to be in.
You know what's weird? I ran into that with what was the Chicago 20s mob show with Steve
Boardwalk?
Buscemi, Boardwalk Empire.
Boardwalk Empire.
I must have
couldn't get
watched
into
the
it.
first 4 episodes of that 4 times trying to get into it, and I've still got the DVD. I'm like, I couldn't.
Oh, wow.
And it should be everything that I like. I love Road to Perdition. I love that stuff, and I just
I
couldn't
hated Road to
engage.
Perdition, but I love Sopranos, and
engage.
this is like a prequel to Sopranos
Interesting.
because it's the Jersey mob
Maybe I'll
before.
have to give it another shot then.
Unlike
I will
this
tell you
one,
that we ended up loving that show. Like we ended up loving it, but the same thing. It took a little bit. Honestly, it takes a while to get immersed in that environment.
Maybe.
It is a very weird,
Maybe I just
depressing
wasn't in
environment.
It really is.
During the
It's
Prohibition, if
shot
anybody else
dark.
doesn't know.
It's dark. And the subject matter is dark. They're
Some
everyone's
shows
struggling.
are like big, thick books.
Yeah.
And you have to be prepared to go on that journey.
fair.
And if you're not ready
fair.
yet, it's too much.
Yeah.
But
You
it's
can't pick up War and Peace.
yeah, right. But it's a great
Read
show.
chapter 87 tonight.
It's a great Boardwalk's
I'll
a
give it
great
another
show.
shot because I love Steve Buscemi. I mean,
Oh,
Jesus,
he's the
just
he's
is Nucky
shows how-
Thompson.
we
I
had
mean,
no idea how
Jesus.
good he was. We always
he
thought
was
he was
great.
good. His
Great.
dramatic stuff is
Oh, yeah.
insane in
Yeah.
this.
You see more range of everyone on that show,
Yep.
which makes it really full and to sink your teeth into it. That
is-
world is fun to immerse yourself in.
It was a depressing time.
Oh yeah.
So I think there's a weight to that show, even though there's comedy in it. I mean, there are moments where you do laugh. Pretty much anything with what's the guy from Chicago with the Scarface?
Oh, yeah.
Al Capone.
Al
Anything with
Capone.
Al Capone, I'm always laughing because he's hilarious. Anyway, highly recommend if you get a chance.
I what is often overlooked too as one of his great dramatic turns. Buscemi is Ghost World. He's great in that.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
It's
but
a
the movie
freakish
doesn't
movie.
hold up.
No.
I loved that movie when it came
He's
out.
great
And
in
we
it,
watched
though.
it a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and I go, I'm sorry I made you watch that. I had built it up in my head. It was so good, and then it didn't hold up.
Sometimes they don't.
Have you watched it as an adult? Like, lately?
Not recently, but now if I would, I'd be like, well, this is creepy as shit.
I feel like Canada Mike would know that movie. Do you know Ghost World?
Based off of
I
a
know
Dan
of
Clowes
it. I
comic.
With
haven't
Thor
watched it.
Birch and I
Thor
forget the
Birch
guy.
and Scarlett Johansson.
Nobody
Yeah.
gave him a chance to answer.
Sorry,
I'm the
Mike.
only one who saw that we're on a show here.
I saw that he said no, and then I talked. Sorry.
I'm trying to involve him. Maybe he wants to say something.
I apologize again. I'm sorry.
Mike, do you want a cookie?
Mike, you want a cookie?
I would love a cookie.
I wish I could pour you
I've
some
heard,
eggnog.
I've heard of the
Screen.
movie. I've
I
never
can
watched
send
it.
you the recipe.
They don't understand how the
good.
TV works in the one way and the two way.
You know, I don't have any eggnog here, but I do have upstairs, and I'm not making this up. You know how there's like Bailey's and Carolines and all that stuff? The up here in Canada, we got the Wayne Gretzky salted caramel cream whiskey. We got some of that.
Oh, and you
I'm
have
dead
that
serious.
right
We
now?
have that up here.
The Great
Do you
Gretzky.
have that in your home, Mike?
I can get it right now.
Mikey, look at Little Wayne. Little Wayne's legs are shaking, Mikey.
Looks like the place to be. Thanks for a great year. Love and hugs to Nicole.
Oh, yes.
Thanks.
Always. Always. Goddamn
She's
right.
the crowd favorite.
Good. As well it should be.
Mind meld over here.
That was great.
How do we all feel about this? We've been on the air for well over 2 hours.
Wow.
One more thing.
Oh,
Hanging out.
Wait, I'm just gonna take it with me.
okay. And I have to do the business. I'll do the business while she's doing
Time for
that.
the Christmas wrap
I'll
up.
give you the business. Go to adamferrara.com to check out his dates. He's performing throughout the holidays. Also, Byron Bowers is doing the podcast circuit. He's going to be in here shortly. Uh-oh, presents. Magnus Walker's Urban Outlaw 10
presents.
exhibit is going on at the Peterson now through January 31st. Go check it out. Also, on January 7th, I believe, Avance is having an event where Magnus is giving a private tour of his exhibit in the vault. And then they're doing a drive up someplace else. So check out Avance and subscribe if you want to go on any of those things. Also, Hello Deli. Time to change my hat.
Yeah.
Wow, it's so much cooler, and I can hear everything. Have I been yelling this whole time? I feel like I've been screaming now. My ears aren't covered anymore. Your only source for officially licensed Late Show with David Letterman merchandise is the Hello Deli. Visit Rupert online at hello-deli.com and tell Rupert that Nicole says hello, because oftentimes
I cannot.
she has multiple sclerosis. Can't always use her words. St. Clair Insurance. Yeah, read card. Here we go. They say all which separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. What types of toys are we talking about today, gang?
Anything that needs to be insured.
That's right.
Don't fall.
I'm gonna.
Look, you've got multiple hats today
That's
as well.
right. Licensed in most states, St. Clair Insurance shops top providers, so you get the best coverage for your toys. Check Jeff St. Clair out online by going to www.coverageforyourtoys.com. Coverageforyourtoys.com.
Coverageforyourtoys.com.
That's right. And then lastly, excuse me.
Hidden card, everybody. It's a hidden card.
This episode is brought to you in part by Series 1 Films. Series 1 Films is your complete resource to develop your brand identity and marketing using video, ads, and SEO to help your automotive business reach more customers. Send Series 1 Films a message today to find out more at www.series1films.com. Series1films.com.
Series1films.com.
And as our friend up in Canada with the star hat will tell you, and to note that number sign is a 1. It's the number 1. It's not O-N-E. It's 1. 1. 1. 1. Also, it's not too late. It probably is too late for the holidays. But anyway, get yourself somebody a holiday gift item for the whole season. It's the new year.
It's a new year.
It's going to be a new year. Get
Thank
yourself a new
God.
hat. Or a shirt.
Yeah.
Or another shirt. Or a sticker pack.
Ooh.
Or I don't know if any of these things are still available. Or the old
Ooh, I need to get a pen.
pretty.
the old pin. Well, I don't know if they're still available. If the
I
website
know.
says no, take this one.
Fair.
And that's what's going on. Is that right? Did I do all the business? That's right. Purist Group Toy Drive. We did it already. And last weekend was the kids. That's right. That was true. Don't mind me. I'll be fine. The concourse for kids was last week, and I think we did all the stuff. I'm very excited about that. How do we feel about this, gang?
one last piece of business.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
And I'm a jerk because I don't have anything for you.
That you don't know. You lent me a hat.
You should keep that hat.
Should I move the eggnog?
This is
Oh my gosh.
for
That's
you.
amazing.
You are too much.
And the
Thanks, dude.
You're welcome,
You're
babe.
so nice.
Open them.
Is it a tie? It is a tie.
Hi! Oh, I'm so bad.
It is a star.
I confused them. I got it mixed up. Oh, it's a tie.
A new can of Simonize.
Oh,
You're hilarious.
you are.
So, do you know what that is?
It's a blanket, right?
It's the cow thing that I was wearing last week?
No
Yes.
way. Like a popple, but not.
Yeah.
That's so great. Oh,
I figured you could keep nice and cozy, and it matches your blanket already.
hilarious.
That is lovely.
Can you open that?
I don't think I want to see it. It's a cow?
No, it's
It's
not
like
a cow.
a long sweater thing.
It's vacuum sealed. So you need a knife.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Dude.
That's a no. I'll do it, but I just wanted to.
Now your
like
downstairs
showing
neighbors are
impact.
calling 911.
Brace for
Someone
impact.
fainted
I
upstairs.
think his wife just died.
Must be the blanket they gave her.
Must be probably overheated.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, it's by Catalonia Premium Hoodie Blanket. It's got straps. It's strapped together. When I open
Hoodie
this, it's
blanket.
going to blow.
To blow up?
It's gonna blow. I feel it.
You've seen how big that thing is.
What are you talking about? Have we?
Well,
She said she was wearing it last
I
week.
wore a cow one last week. And that's why I was like, Nicole needs
A
this.
cow one. That's
All right, well, there's
amazing.
nothing worse than plastic and microphones, so you know what that'll look like.
Sure.
Go to Good Vibes, maybe you'll see.
Sure, the audience loves that sound.
Well, no, maybe there's
Is
scissors
there-
over there. There's
let me
scissors
go
over
find
there,
the- yeah.
right in the mug next to the computer there. 2J, love Arielle and Rosie. Oh, Rosie is the dog. The dog with the underbite?
I love
Or the
dogs.
overbite? What do you have, underbite? This one.
That's
This one.
that's an underbite.
Underbite, yeah. Strong underbite.
Yeah.
Big time.
She's a dignified under.
Oh, you got it. There
What kind
you
of a
go.
dog?
She's a Shih Tzu.
Oh,
Little piece of Shih Tzu.
holy shit!
Adorable piece of Shih Tzu.
Adorable.
Bill.
Little Shih Tzu. There you go.
Oh, no way. I don't know if I should show these people or just plug it in and turn it on.
Oh, is that
for
a neon
everybody.
sign? Or
I don't
something?
know.
I don't know what it is.
Oh, me neither.
It
Could
looks
be
like a
anything.
thing.
Oh, jeez. Let's find out together.
I honestly didn't see what was on the box, but you said plug it in.
Oh, it's a Glade air freshener.
It's a
Nice.
big- yeah.
Plug it in,
What?
plug it in.
Yes.
I hope it's lavender.
Oh,
How
wait,
did
it's
you use it?
USB powered. I'm going to have to plug it into something.
Oh, not the computer.
Yeah, the computer. Oh, no, not the computer. Damn it, you're
Yeah,
right.
they changed all those buttons on us.
Wait, maybe there was a... Nope, everything's USB
No,
powered
they
these
never
days.
give you that anymore.
Nope.
They don't.
I should have prepared for that.
It's all right. We got this. We'll figure this out.
It's like when they started selling printers without the actual printer cable.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the
But
shit
why-
is
but for
this?
Why? But for why?
This may or may not work. I guess we'll see. It may take us off the air, but that's all right. We've
We're
done it
gonna
long
find
enough.
Whoa!
That's so cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Pretty big sign, Griswold. Where are you going to put it?
Bend over and I'll show you.
I'm gonna hold it there every night, just like that.
That's
I love
amazing.
it.
It doesn't say Budweiser, but I'll take it. This is
Branding,
awesome.
They didn't pay us.
Coors.
Awesome.
Budweiser, okay?
Coors.
How does this? Coors.
Tap the
There we go. This is amazing. Look at that. Did you have a Good Vibes sign made, or does someone make a Good Vibes sign?
I'm not telling you anything.
Oh, sorry.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. See, I'm the worst person to get a gift for because I don't know the protocol of accepting a
He's
gift.
like,
I'm
I have
terrible at it.
questions. Wait.
I don't think this was supposed to come off. I think it was
I'm pretty
supposed to
sure
stay
it
on
was.
there. I didn't mean to.
Maybe just not on air. But it looks good. You're doing all the right things. Make it look good. There you go. Yes.
Fling.
Ta-da.
Boom.
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Very well. There's ways around that.
Fine,
There are
so-
ways around that. We'll get some dulling spray.
Where are you going to put it?
Oh, we did that one. All right. Have we seen this yet? DMC. I seriously love your sweat. Well, look at me. I am glowing. I look like I work at the Simpsons factory with the.
Look like you're standing over the Ark of the Covenant.
It's beautiful. I seriously love your sweater, Mike. Next time I am on, I will wear my new sweater just for you. That's Cat DeLorean. Oh, wait, and there's a sticker in here too? You give me a sticker?
Oh, there is?
No.
No, that's the Avant sticker, it looks like.
Oh!
Is it? Yeah. That's the Avant sticker. It came with when you opened up the magazine the other day.
It wasn't here 2 seconds ago. How did that happen?
You just didn't see it.
How
Okay.
did that happen?
I don't know.
Is that for
It's a
my
Christmas miracle.
Maybe it was with this. No.
That's
Maybe you wrapped it.
maybe. And if so,
'Cause-
I'm sorry. I was gonna give it to someone, but no.
Oh, yeah. Well, here, you should.
No, it's fine.
Do you have somebody with a purple E46M3?
No, she's a drifter. Yasmin. She comes up to.
Oh, well, she should have that.
Well, but this might be yours because didn't you open up the Avance magazine the other day?
Can I please give
Yes.
that to Yasmin?
Take it. I will love it forever. Fine.
Good vibes only. Good vibes only.
And this is how we interact, everyone.
This is amazing. Well, no, I'll probably have to dull it out somehow and figure out a longer USB cable. But I
Yeah.
mean, this is
wow,
so
yeah.
awesome. It's beautiful. You didn't have to get us anything. What is that noise?
It's the cookies.
Cookies are ready.
They're fine.
Another batch.
These cookies are fucking delicious.
They really
There
are.
are like a lot of them.
There aren't enough, in my opinion.
That sign almost looks like you can put it behind a flux band.
They're delicious.
They're just
glad
wonderful.
you
Well,
like 'em.
2.5 hours, longest show ever.
Oh my god!
Longest show ever.
2 hours
We
and
gotta
15
let-
minutes currently.
Poor Canada Mike is up there just
Wow.
staring.
Loving
Are
it.
you hungry?
No,
Are we
loving
stop-
it.
Are we stop? Oh, come on, you're loving it. Are you hungry? Are we teasing you and you're just like, God, I really want to go to dinner, and everyone just keeps
The only thing that's teasing me is the same
Mike,
thing that
open your
teases
mouth.
me every episode. I just want to be in there.
God. 2.5 hours. How the hell did that happen?
hours.
Well, 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Boy, don't we
And
ramble.
I did all the stuff we have to do, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And this is our last official show for before the holiday.
2020.
Before the break. Yeah. We're going to pop up next week, though. I hope maybe you might be able to help me with that.
What's up?
We're not going to talk. I said we're going to pop up next week.
Oh,
And
gotcha.
maybe you'll be able to help me with that.
Yes. ma'am.
We'll talk about it sometime. Want to do it now? Uh-oh, where'd
Listen,
she
that
go?
last batch is. So the second to last batch, I didn't have any timer. I totally winged that one. They came out okay. This one, I probably should have gotten up immediately, but they're fine. They're still
Oh, that's all right. They're gonna be fine.
Those are the ones for Breakfast Club, though, right? Because these are delicious.
Yeah. You get to choose whatever goes up. You get to, I actually like them a little bit crispy, to be honest with you.
These are delicious. I wasn't sure what to make of it, so we have Christmas cookies to bring up tomorrow as well,
Perfect.
in case this didn't,
Go well.
in case it wasn't so well.
That was
But
a
it
good
did.
That was a good idea.
And not because not just solely so that we had cookies at the end to sit here and enjoy.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Also, I never cook anymore. I'm a single woman who lives by herself. What business do I have cooking?
Oh!
I don't eat that much.
Look, my soup delivery people are all here.
Oh,
Everybody I make
that's
soup for when they're
right.
sick. I just realized.
Oh,
Hilarious.
that was like
Yes.
the sweetest thing.
Yeah, you both got not COVID together.
No, I did have COVID.
Oh,
did
you
you?
did get COVID.
I
Oh, that's
was-
right. You
I-
ended
Oh,
up
that's
getting
right,
COVID.
you ended
did,
up with
because-
it.
Yes, because I was sick for like a week with no COVID. Every
Right.
day I was testing.
You got
PCR
both.
and antigen, and then eventually it turned into COVID.
But you got both too, right? Just
No.
separately.
Separately.
You got
Oh,
sick
okay.
and then you got COVID later, right?
No, I
got COVID
haven't. I
before
just got
COVID.
sick. I got COVID with the first year it came out, like literally in the
Oh,
first
you got
wave.
the OG strain.
But yeah.
You got COVID before COVID.
Before it was cool.
Seriously,
It was
before
cool.
the shutdown and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
wow.
sick for 10 weeks.
Jesus.
Oh,
It was a. I've never experienced anything like that. in
not
my
the
life.
time to unpack that.
Nope.
And on that note,
In hour 3, we'll talk about.
And then the ventilator.
Profession. Talk about COVID for an hour easily.
Right. Hour 3, vaccines.
The polarizing nature of
Yeah,
vaccines.
yeah,
The
exactly.
OG vaccine or this one? Oh, see, here
Oh,
I go.
yeah, yeah.
We don't want to talk about it is the thing.
Yes.
No.
I love everybody. Canada Mike, did you get any word in edgewise? I told you, you can't
No,
wrangle
yes,
this crew.
Yes, no.
No, this is fantastic. Anytime I wanted to say something, I said it. I love you guys very, very much, and I wish you all a
Love you
very,
too.
whatever your holiday persuasion is, I hope it's a lovely one.
Have an
love
amazing
you.
Canadian Christmas.
What?
I said, have an amazing Canadian Christmas.
You
my
understand that you're
Oh,
yelling at
thank
a
you very
TV
much,
and not
brother.
into the microphone so that he can hear you.
I can't.
He's not going to hear
He
you
can-
through the TV and Canada. Just
can
talk into the
hear
mic
me.
and he'll hear you immediately.
Have an amazing Canadian Christmas, my friend.
Oh, thank you very much. Ours are just like yours, just with more syrup. So thank you.
Syrup.
Okay.
We love syrup.
Sir.
Somebody says, I love those glasses. I have those glasses. What glasses? His glasses? All right. Cat DeLorean's here, everybody. You are so happy and you are glowing. I wonder which one.
You and the sign.
All right. We love everybody. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for being with us this year. We're going to pop up next week as well. Maybe some of these people will be here. Who knows?
Maybe we will.
This was somewhat like what we were talking about doing. And then we're going to do a telethon.
Yeah.
So we're going to pop up.
Ooh.
Haven't told exactly what or when, but it's literally going to be just, here we are. We're on for the next day.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
I'm gonna come hang
We'll
out.
see how it is.
What a great idea.
We'll see.
I'll bake
So
more cookies.
hopefully you'll all be part of it. Just come by. And it'll just be-
Revolving door
It's
of.
going to be an open house. Yeah. Just an open house. Just blah, blah, blah. So, all right. We love everybody. Mike, I already shut your camera off, which is a mistake. I love you, buddy. Thanks for everything this
Love
year.
you guys.
You're awesome.
Much love, Mike.
Love you, Mike.
Congratulations to you and everything, as well as the Letterman podcast. By the way, if I didn't mention it in this show,
Thank
Mike
you.
there is the
Thank
host
you.
of the
I
Letterman
appreciate
podcast, and his guest this week is Marilyn Sargent for the holiday episode of the Letterman podcast. Thank
Amazing.
you, sir. Thank you for everything.
Thank you guys for everything. I love you all very, very much, and I look forward to what we're going to do together moving forward.
2023.
Yes.
Merry Christmas,
Love it.
brother.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
That's it. I love you. We love you guys both. We love that
Back
guy
at
in
ya.
Canada. We love all of you at home. Thank you so much for going on this crazy ride with us. We're having a blast.
Love you.
Happy holidays. Love
Happy
you on
holidays to
Instagram.
and God bless us, everyone.
How did we forget that?
I'm glad I remembered it.
That's the greatest in Scrooge. He goes, "Did I forget something, little man?" It's the little kid who's mute and he cried.
No.
So good, so good, so good. So that's what's going on. We love everybody. See you out there. Tomorrow's GVBC Holiday Edition. We will be there with our hats on and our feet on and our reindeer heads on.
And getting
all
your
the other
cookie
stuff.
on.
Getting our cookie. We're going to be getting our cookies on.
Yeah, you are.
Exactly. And then next week's up in the air, so we'll see you there. Love everybody. Longest goodbye ever.
As opposed to an Irish goodbye when you just